So, welcome back, everybody. Nice to have you along again to the Rime of the Frost Maiden, as the newly dubbed Order of the Beak faced a few problems last week with ghosts possessing people and ghosts trying to possess people and Shijai not quite being herself, but I think she can probably be forgiven given that she was in fact possessed by a ghost. But you tended to deal with that. I think I tried to possess Scar, but the charismatic Scar managed to push the ghost away. But you're still in the black cabin, still looking for what's going on here? You're hoping to find the great droid Oyam Tarok here. Doesn't seem to be here. What's going on? That's a good question. So, Order of the Beak. As you gather yourself, you capture your breath inside of the black cabin. What would you like to do?
Just before we get into it, I'm sorry, my Roll20 isn't displaying.
For Mr. Malumak. Let me
It's
just
just
check.
not showing anything. I'm relaunching it again for the third time.
Let me check Mr. Malumak here.
Oh yeah. No, Malamak on the bottom. His name's not there.
Hey, you're not in the game. That'll do it.
Yeah, it's I know, but it's refusing to let me join the game. It's just spinning wheel.
Are you double vaxxed?
I'm boosted, mate. I'm boosted.
Triple vaxxed.
Here we go. It's loading again. Gathering steam.
It's probably because you're being monitored.
Oh yeah, my 5G reception is
Yes.
getting in the
Yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
You need to use a VPN,
Uh-huh.
You're in now.
I know, but it's not displaying anything.
Let me.
Try a different internet site like a Firefox, maybe.
Drag you back over there.
You could just be blind for the whole game. We can just tell you what's going on.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Go walk that way.
Well, hopefully you'll get that sorted.
Uh-huh. I've managed to do it. I've just closed all my wife's stuff, and it's gone now.
There we go.
Sure, she saved all that and there was nothing important.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I was saying.
No. Yeah. Totally.
So I ask you once again, Order of the Beak, what would you like to do? So I'll remind you what's in this.
Crystal, right?
Yeah, I'll remind you what's
opening
in
doors.
this room. So in this particular room, the things of interest are there is a charred book in the room. There's not much of the tomb except for ash and a badly burnt spine. On the spine, you see the word ether or either. You don't know what that means, as there's words missing before and after it. Could mean anything. There's a charged skeleton, which I don't think you've really looked at much. And there's this item that looks quite odd. I'll share another picture of it. So this is the most unusual item on there.
Yeah. So I believe I took the book last time wrapped in cloth, but we didn't grab the item yet.
No, the summer star is just there, and there's a charred skeleton on there, which you also haven't investigated.
Anybody detect magic on the summer star?
Yeah, arcane
Or
check.
done that? Oh, that's right.
I can detect magic, but I think you want to do an arcana check on it.
I can do
Arcana, yeah.
that.
That ghosty. Did we actually talk to Shajaya about the ghost?
Oh yeah.
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 What
Was
did you
there
learn from
anything
the
that he
ghost?
wanted? What did he want? Yeah.
You basically just said that there's nothing that we could do, and then nothing that we could do to capture him or anything. Isn't that correct? And then just disappeared.
Did he say his name?
Nope.
I don't think so.
So no idea
The,
what his goal was or what he was trying to achieve now.
No, just that he inhabits the bodies of people that are stronger than him, as far as I can remember. Am I right, Mel?
That's correct. He had a desire like a kobold was pretty lowly, a high elf was high up, but he just wanted to basically keep on going up the chain, possessing more and more powerful people. So like a speaker might have been his next target.
Was his name Bob?
He did not reveal his name.
Oh, no wonder Scar got rejected then.
Then if you remember, it looked as if he disappeared, and I think Shajai worked it out that he didn't in fact turn invisible, but he went to a different plane, probably to the ethereal plane. Unless you have a way of attacking ethereal creatures, which you do not, then it's a bit of a lost cause at the moment.
The power of Scar compelled him.
I should like to have a look at the charred remains and see if they reveal anything.
So enough of the charred skeleton remains to suggest that it belongs to a male human. Little remains of his clothing, but as you stare through these charged bones and ashes, you find an amulet, this little worn around his neck. And you look at it closely, and there's a little bit of soot around it, but other than that, it appears pretty much undamaged, which is odd, considering, if you remember, this whole place looks like an explosion happened here. But the amulet just got a bit of, coal dust on it, or ashes on it.
What can you tell us about the amulet? What does it look like?
It looks like... looks like it's got some sort of holy symbol on it.
Scar recognize it? The symbol?
It looks like it could be... you make a religion check. That's a good idea.
Yeah, religion QRS. Oh no, it's an intelligence. Yes. Good luck. 19.
So 19. So 19 tells you that it's a goddess called Mistra, which is pretty much the goddess of magic. She's responsible for maintaining the weave, and the weave is how all your magic spells happen. Without the weave, there would be no magic. So the goddess on the amulet is Mistra. Other than that, it's a pretty plain amulet, just on a kind of like a golden linked chain with a little pendant on the bottom.
And it was around the neck of the skeleton.
And it still is around the neck of the skeleton.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So I can do an arcana check, but would you want it to be done on the amulet or on the that?
Okay.
Oh, what's that?
Summer
the
star.
The summer star.
Right, I think we should investigate both of them first. Well, which way round do we want to do this? Amulet first or weird rocky contraption thingy?
Because what if the guy's been skeletonized because he touched the summer star?
Okay, well, the spirit that inhabited you, we picked up elsewhere. It wasn't from this house. It wasn't a spirit from here.
No, it wasn't from here.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I reckon we find out anything about the amulet, and then we'll try and investigate this other artifact.
Just regarding that ghost from last week, was it Malcolm? Did you say something about it was the ghost that was inside the kobold?
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
That's what Shajai told you. The kobold came into her room, obviously being directed there by the ghost. And according to Shajai, once the ghost left the kobold, it started talking like a typical kobold, and not with this, refined voice that you heard last time. And it kind of makes sense, right? The ghost was talking through the kobold. It's no wonder the kobold appeared less foolish.
Oh, that summer star. Just looking at that summer star, I'm wondering if, it looks like a piece of coal. I'm wondering if, by its name. Oh, we don't know its name, eh?
No, you don't. You don't.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, shut up.
Yeah.
We'll do do some Arcana.
Now, just to be clear, nobody has the identify spell. Is that correct?
Oh, that's a good spell.
No,
No.
wizards in the
No wizards.
crew.
No. Um,
We don't have Arcana in general.
If I
What?
die, I'm totally coming back as a wizard.
now, I'm
take
gonna
up with it, although-
do some rules adjustment there. With the identify spell, you need to touch the item. That's one of the necessary things. So in order for you just to not have it to muck around with, never being able to identify anything ever, if somebody wants to cast an Arcana check to work out what something is, you have to touch the something. So, for example, if you want to work out what the amulet is, you need to touch it, make an Arcana check, and then depending on the Arcana check, I'll tell you what happens.
I feel
Yeah. That's what I was a little bit concerned about.
the amulet seems to be protected by this ore. Perhaps it is safe.
The body around it wasn't very safe.
I'm just going to go outside and check a few things. You'll be right. You'll be right. I'm just going to go down that 120-foot drop again. No, I'm not.
Let's say this.
Curiosity.
Let's say this is the body right here.
Take it with us.
This is the body right here with the amulet. We'll say.
I'm wondering if we take it with us, like wrap it in something, take it with us, and take it to a village/township who might have an arcanery person there regarding being able to touch it or something.
Actually, yeah, wrapping it up in something. It's a good idea.
Okay, Scar will wrap it in. Oh, he'll like. What's he got in his backpack? Find something in his backpack. Inventory. What can he put it in? He'll put it next to his alchemist fire. That's a good idea.
We got that tarpaulin that we found Twitch and Bugs under.
Oh, yeah, let's wrap it on that. I don't think I'm the one carrying it, so if somebody wants to give me that, then I can do the rapidity bit. Attempt the rapidity bit and see if he does.
So, do we reckon that the body itself? Are we going to like bury the remains or anything like that?
Nah.
Scar will do a little something with it. Maybe do a prayer to the Morning Lord. Oh, does he know anything about Mistra? Maybe he could do a prayer to Mistra. Roll
Sure.
19. Do a little prayer to Mistra for one of her followers. I'm sure the Morning Lord won't mind too much. Maybe.
And then we've got 4 rooms to check too.
Yeah, gods are not noted for their jealousy. Very unjealous creatures, entities as a rule.
Oh, okay, cool. He'll do that, and if nobody minds, Scar will wrap up the coal thing and take it with us.
So you're using what exactly to pick it up?
Tarpaulin. The one that we
Okay,
found bugs
okay,
in
so the tarp.
Georgia.
Okay, just a second.
And he'll slug that over his shoulder. Oh, how big is this thing? Is it a little thing or a big thing?
6-inch diameter. Not that big.
Oh, tarpaulin's way more than enough. Yep.
Okay, so you.
And
I was going to say these symbols on the outside; those are just weird arcane symbols. It's not like a language that any of us recognise.
It's
Elvish,
not-
Dwarvish.
It's not a language. They're arcane symbols, but you don't recognize them.
They're not druidic.
Nope. Okay, Scar, so you get the tarpaulin and you kind of use it without actually touching the summer star. And you pick it up, and can you make me a constitution saving throw, please?
Uh-oh.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Scar feel anything? Like, is that sort of good, bad, ugly?
Scar, you kind of scoop it up, and without touching it, you pick it up. It starts humming and shaking in your hand, and then it explodes. Actually, everybody except Shajaya. Oh, no, I take that back. It might be everybody. And let me put this correct radius on.
Damn you, Scar.
Yeah, everybody except Shajaya. Make me a constitution saving throw. Everybody except Shajaya.
Constitution saving.
Done made it go boom.
Oh no. I'm mostly dead already. It's not going to go well.
Oh shit.
Okay. So, Shajai, you watch in horror as this thing just goes. You watch Tarvin get instantly incinerated. Poof!
Yep.
You see bugs. What did you roll, bugs? You see bugs. Poof! Let's go away in a thing of ash. You see Scar fall to the ground, bleeding out, but not dead. You see Cal. What did Cal roll? You see Cal fall to the ground, bleeding out, but not a pile of ash. And Malamak, what did you roll? You see Malamak fall down and start bleeding out and go dead.
God, that's the sorcerer.
Now, can everybody roll me initiative, including Tarvin and Bugs? And once that's sorted out, we'll just pick it up. But Shajai, you are literally the only one standing. So we'll get to you in a second.
No pressure.
Don't forget to click on...
I forgot to click on my token.
No
Sorry,
problem.
Malcolm.
So I'll let Shajai also forgot to click. And Malamak...
I
Oh,
did not enough. Why isn't it going?
that's right, we
I
got
didn't
it.
click on it.
And
Oh, there
Malamak
we go,
rolled a
okay.
5. Okay.
Oh.
So, before anything happens, I need to speak to Bugs and Tarvin in the other room, please. So, Bugs,
the other
Tarvin,
world.
voice channel 2, please. So, you see this summer star just... Now, you would note that Sky didn't actually touch it, but as soon as he moved, it started vibrating, and then it explodes. Now, rather oddly, you see yourself like you're an ethereal body floating around, and immediately you panic. Like, "Shit, where's that ghost? Where's that ghost?" You look around; the ghost is nowhere to be seen.
I'm having an out of body experience.
Out of body experience. And you see another creature there. Does it look like the ghost? And it says, "My God, what did you do? Who are you? What is going on? Who are you?"
That's a good question. I could turn on you.
Who
I'm
are you?
I'm Mercadius. I'm trying to end this blasted winter. What are you doing? Touching things you should know nothing about.
Doing the same.
Yeah. I think we're just following your footsteps by the sounds of things. I assumed you touched the thing too.
Right, I'm trying to end this blasted winter. When I used it, well, let's just say it misfired a little bit. But I'm thankful that you guys are the first creatures I've seen for a long time. It's been, I don't know, time is so relative here, but if you just want to get back to the bodies, you guys have to find a way to repair that summer star, the thing that exploded. I'm not sure how or what you can do that, but and you guys look around and you can see what's happening. As I've said before, if you've seen the Stranger Things, and when they go into the upside down, it looks very much like that.
Right.
So as you ponder exactly what to do, I'm going to pop over to the other voice channel. Come along and join in if you like, but obviously you've got no way as yet to communicate with these other people. So
Right.
come on back.
Okay. All right.
To one, but we'll have to see if that's applies in this situation or not. Whether this is
Yeah,
Matt
some
will do-
relentless endurance.
Okay, so here we are back again. Let's sort this. Bugs, make it. Oh, death saving throw. Sorry, too soon. Tarvin, make it. Oh shit, sorry, too soon. Shashaya, you don't actually see the much that remains of Tarvin or Bugs. They're just ashes on the wind. You see Scar, Cal, and Malamak kind of lying on the ground, coughing up blood. What do you do? Oh no! Hey, Shajai, what do you do?
Well, I could give some healing to Cal first.
Okay,
Is that
sure.
right? Okay. And so I'll do that. And I will just. I think I'd be faster at this now. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's been a long day.
I'll just have a
Help
nice,
me.
relaxing game of. Oh, we're all dead.
Yeah. Why can't I find heal?
Go to your spells.
Yeah.
And
I've
scroll
got-
down a little
cure
bit.
Wounds. Got it.
Cure wounds, yep. So click on that 1d8 plus 4. And you cast it, and your healing energy infuses Cal for 11 hit points.
So, is that my new? Is that right now 11 in total?
Yeah, 11, and you're not dying.
Oh, I think I've cured the. Well, I will. I'm sorry. I may have accidentally put people in the wrong order.
Well, you only get 1 cure wounds, but Cal, well, all
Okay.
Cal, Scar, and Malamak are in dire need of joining Tarvin and Bugs. But regardless, you cast your spell, the healing energy flows into. Why isn't this popping over? Yeah, and what do? You still have movement left, you still have your bonus action left.
Okay. Well, this time I will go over to Malamak.
Okay.
I can do that. Can I?
Yeah, absolutely. You
do
can
that,
move over to
please.
Malamak.
Without falling through the floor. And my bonus action is. It be any one of my actions.
Only actions that take a bonus action to do.
Right.
So I'll let you know what you could do
Yeah.
on a bonus action is not much. You could turn into
Yeah.
a wild animal if you think that would help.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I could potentially do that next time round if we have to carry them out.
Yeah, next time round, assuming they don't die in the meantime.
Oh no. Oh, no pressure. I could. Is it too late for guidance as a spell, and I've only got a bonus action left?
Yeah, and guidance will take an action as well.
Gosh. Okay. Well, unfortunately, there's not a lot that I can do.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Scar, make me a death saving throw. I'll get to you in a second, Bugs. We'll just run through this, and then I'll answer all the questions you have. Scar, death saving throw.
This fun again. Where's the death saving throw? I'll just roll a d20 and somebody.
Sure.
can tell me whether it works or not.
Sure. And you probably don't want a 1. 2. So I'll go to your sheet, Scar. And for a start, you're not on 31 hit points. You're on 0 hit points.
Alright.
And if you notice, you might need to refresh. You'll see where your hit points are. It says death saves.
Oh, cool.
And then click on one failure.
Move what box where?
Cool. Done.
No, I didn't think so. I didn't move any box.
Malamuck, you are also down and out. You too need to make me a death saving throw.
So I don't get relentless endurance for that.
Oh, you do get relentless endurance.
So I should
when-
be on 1 hit point.
When was the last time you took Oh, it was in the
Before we had a sleep.
Yeah.
We had that long rest when she became possessed.
Yes. So
That's
you're
when I
on.
fell down the well.
Yep. It's been a long time since you fell down the well. So you're actually
Okay.
fine. You're on 1 hit point, Malamak.
Yeah.
You're on 1 hit point, but you survived.
It's not updating. Alright. Cool. Well, in which case I'm going to go over to Scar and heal him up.
Okay.
I'm on 1 hit point. By the way, I'll fix that soon.
There we go.
And so I'm just going to cast a little first level Cure Wounds. Zoink. 12
Okay.
hit points to old Scarish.
Nice. Okay, so with that, everybody is, no one's dying. So we're going to drop out of initiative order. And yeah, so everybody's fine. Bugs and Tarvin, let's go back over to you again. Voice channel 2, if you'd be so kind.
Right.
Okay.
So Bugs,
Right.
So you can try to use your Psi Crystal if you like, and you reach out and try and get into one of your companions' minds. But it seems that they're on a different plane of existence, and you kind of put it together that telepathy does not move between the realms.
Yeah, I wondered that. And you mentioned we turned to ash.
Yep.
Are our bodies still existing in that world, or are they completely disappeared?
You don't see your body at all.
Oh,
Turned to
can we even
ash.
see the? Can we see the others at all, or anything in the other world?
Yeah.
Shadows.
You see into this plane. You see Shajai go and heal up Kel, then Melamak heal up Scar. And they look quite confused. Obviously, probably not a thing you should have picked up.
I
And you
wonder
hear-
if we can try and tamper with things in their world.
Yeah, could we influence things like knock them over or write messages or anything
Sure.
like that?
Well, what would you like to try?
I imagine, well, we don't have access to our inventory or anything,
Nope.
right? So maybe we get the ash, the soot,
Yeah,
and try and write with soot on the ground or on the table. in front of
Summer Stone or whatever it's called.
Summer Star.
Yeah, fix Summer Star. We are still here.
And Mercadius says, yes, fix the Summer Star. If you want to end this blasted winter and get back to your bodies, fix the Summer Star.
Malcolm, what can we see of this Arcadius? What, just by looking at him, what does he got? What does he look like?
He looks like an amorphous blob.
Oh, I see.
There's
Okay.
But he's definitely, you hear a voice projected from him, but he's got no form to speak of.
Right.
Just
We
a
have
blob.
forms in this ethereal realm.
What do you think Bugs would look like in the ethereal realm?
That's a good question.
I'm assuming that Arcadius is the skeleton. But hey, who's to say?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
that-
only believe
that-
him at this point. There's no way to tell if he's lying. Is
Yes,
there
that-
any kind of check?
Was
That's
this
me.
home yours, Arcadius?
That's not my home. This is my research facility. I've constructed diagrams, notes, everything. And I was so close to ending this blasted winter. If only I get that Summer Star working correctly.
And how about that book that says ether on it? What,
Oh,
what is
that's-
in that book?
That's a bit of just a research. It was actually called Magical Wonders of the Nithril.
And I assume that's your skeleton lying on the floor and your pendant. You
Yes,
worship
yes.
a Mistra?
Yes, I worship Mr. and that is indeed my amulet. It's an amulet of health, if you can believe that. Makes me very healthy, but not if I die. Can you believe that?
Arcadius, is it your opinion that we are dead right now?
If I had hands to show you, I'd show you dead in quote marks. You're in somewhere between life and death.
Right,
The
our
summer...
body's vegetables.
Well, vegetables might be overselling it a little bit. But yes. You are ashes
And you're-
at the moment.
Next
And you know-
question, Arcadius. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, yes. You are not dead, but you're not quite alive. But I'm telling you, get your friends to fix the summer star and we might just have a chance.
Yeah,
Do you think-
how might we do that? You're the one who seems to know magic. How do you think they can fix it?
Look, I've left my blueprints around. I've left my notes around. They just need to look and use their heads.
Right, at that I use the soot and write get blueprints underneath it.
Okay,
Just search,
This-
Kevin.
this is what I want you to do, Bugs. If you go on the left where all the tools are, you'll see a little paintbrush. Do you see the little paintbrush? Yep.
Yeah.
Right on the ground, exactly what you want to say.
Right, doing that now.
Exciting.
Okay, let's pop back to the other room and see how they react.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. What would you guys like to do? There's no bodies or bugs or Tarvin to
No ash to
notice.
touch.
Yeah, well, there's ashes around here, but a lot of ashes around. You're not quite sure where bugs ends and, wood on the ground turns up.
Well, I could try the amulet then, but what happens if something happens to me? Or would you like me to add some more
What's that writing showing up?
You just notice.
summer star? And
This guy's moving. He's like, what the hell?
search.
So this is just some type of writing appearing on the ground in the ashes, probably partly Tarvin's ashes, partly Bug's ashes.
Tarvin, Bugs, is that you?
You're the Paladin. Search for blueprints.
Fix the
B and
summer
T.
star
That's
and
that's a
search for
that's a
blueprints.
drink.
No time for drinking.
And Tarvin. How do we fix
okay.
the summer star?
Well, I've got mending, so maybe if it's magical, I don't think I can fix it though.
Does anybody know? No, we need. Again, it's a sorcery wizardy thing to get it fixed, isn't it?
Ether. Hold on. Ether.
Well, Well, I've got sort of like smithing tools and sort of smithing skills. So if there's any metally work or something or other, I'm sure we could do that. So the circle part line, huh? So
But if I cast mending on it, it's like I think I have to touch it.
Is there a warning when you're gonna do that? So we
Yeah.
can run away.
well, there's a door here just to the north of me, Malcolm. Can I
Search in there.
Sure.
that door?
Okay, the door swings open easily enough, and mending does require you to touch the object. Do you wish to
I
try
won't touch it
mending?
quite yet.
Okay, sure.
No, let's search for some blueprints.
Okay. Inside this room here, Cal, I assume you stand up. You're not on the ground anymore, as is Scar. He's alive and well. Okay, in here, It contains a fireplace over here, 2 empty bookcases, and tacked to the walls and strewn across the floor are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor next to one of the blueprints is a tiny man made of clay.
Ooh. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to have a look and see if I can make some sense of these blueprints.
Just before that, anybody need healing? More healing?
I'm on 6.
Okay, how much healing do I have? I've got 20 points of healing to dole out. 19 points of healing to dole out. Should we need it? Should anybody want it? 6 sounds like you need it.
Yeah.
Anybody
I'm
else hurting? I'm going to give myself 2 to take myself up to 15. It just sounds divisible by 5 and workable.
Yeah.
So,
How many spells have you got left, Shajaya?
9, 10, 11.
Sorry, how many? What spells?
Spells.
Sorry.
How many cure spells do you have? You'll probably have 4 spell slots at first level.
It says here second level. Oh no, first. Wait, I've got 2 left.
You've got 2 left as well. Okay, I'm going to cast one more cure wounds on myself as well.
Yeah, so every time you cast a spell, Leah, like first level, just click on one of those slots. It's like you can do 4 first level a day, so that's how you can keep track of that.
It automatically does it if you click the cast button as well.
Oh, does it? Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
So just keep an eye on that. Mm-hmm.
It says like a little blue first on the side of the.
That's if you cast it as a second level spell, you get more healing for it. And
So notice, So notice how your first level spell Cure Wounds says 1d8 plus 4. You can choose to cast it at a second level, in which case it'll do 2d8 plus 4.
Okay.
That's called upcasting a spell.
Right.
And same with Earth Tremor. Notice Earth Tremor does 1d6 at first level, but 2d6 at second level. Same with Thunder Wave. So you can cast first level spells, but kind of bump them up. Something to keep in mind.
Is anybody reading what's on the floor? Because I can read half of it about an amulet. What's the rest?
Healing. It's healing amulet.
Yeah.
Wow.
So can you do an Arcana check on the amulet? It'll be the amulet, right?
I can do that.
Okay, make an Arcana check, Shijai. We'll start with the amulet.
It's guidance. Give
Oh,
yourself
and
guidance.
guidance. So I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
If in doubt, cast guidance. If not in doubt, cast guidance.
It worked? No. Oh, yes.
So guidance, yep.
There's
And
a
your
3.
Arcana.
Oh no.
3's good on a d4.
Yeah, and then Arcana 16.
Okay, this is what you find. This is what you discover, Shajaya. You determine it's an amulet of health. And this is what it does.
Ah.
Oh, hello.
Now, 2 things to note about this. One, that it requires attunement. And remember, you can only attune 3 items at a time.
Items.
Not that that concerns you at the moment. And the second thing, this is if you want a hit point bump, nothing better than an amulet of health.
What's your constitution, boys?
Mine's already 19, so it's no use to me.
Yep.
14.
If Bugs was still in here, I'd almost recommend Bugs just because they go into the front line all the time. But bit difficult to hang it on some ashes.
Mine's
what's your
15.
And mine's 16, so you may as well take it, I reckon.
Okay. Can I pass it on in the case if, or do I have to keep it on?
You have to keep it on, and you have to spend an hour with it first as well.
Okay.
Can she wear it and it count for the hour, or do you need to sit down and meditate with it on?
You need to sit down. Basically spend a short rest with the item to attune to it.
Okay,
and
well-
you have to read the user manual in 3 different languages. And,
Pretty much.
figure out where the batteries go in.
Pretty much. But
I'm
we'll,
not going to read the manual.
so next time you take a short rest, Shajaya, you can attune to that, which will give you a nice
Okay.
hit point bump.
Okay.
All right. Well, I was in the room trying to investigate the blueprints to see if I can make sense or recognize anything off that.
Okay, just a sec.
Although I might need some help with the bigger words.
Okay, you look. Well, the words are in common, so it's not terribly hard. But you have a closer look at these blueprints, and you can tell that they show different experimental designs for a weathered controlling magic device. And one of these designs resembles a gyroscope and resembles the object found in B4. In this main room over here. Now, what you also discover, let's have a look. Now, you're trying to piece together the blueprints and matching up to the stars. Yeah, and you with the device and the blueprints, you can have a closer look at the device if you like and try and work some things out.
Okay. Although I'm quite keen to not touch the device thingy again. So, yep.
Okay.
All right. So I can hit.
So you get down and make a closer look at it, and make me an Arcana check.
I'm not great at that, so I might require
Got
some.
this. You got this, Cal.
Guidance.
So Arcana with guidance.
You -2 to guidance.
Hey, Bugs is back. No, he's not.
Yeah, Bugs deleted herself. Okay, and did we get guidance of?
Well, that's what we were wondering. Shijaya, have you been taken over again?
No, I'm sorry. I was
Well, words are disappearing. What was that?
There's the guidance.
Here's a guidance. Go, Cal.
Waiting
I've
for
already rolled a 10. I'm assuming it's 10 plus whatever the guidance was. I missed that. Did I?
2.
Here's
Two.
Roll.
So 12. You look down. You can't make head nor tails of it.
Right, I probably need somebody who's a little bit more arcane tuned to help try and figure this out. I know this
Okay.
thing looks like that thing, but I don't know which way up the batteries go.
would that be me?
Yeah, you
Right.
can make an Arcana check if you like, and you can
Yeah,
guide
right.
yourself if like.
In guidance?
Yep. Ooh. Plus another guidance.
And I'm getting there. Ooh.
Okay, so
Right.
19. Yeah, you look at the blueprints and you compare it to the item, and it confirms in your head. You can kind of get a little bit studying the runes and comparing it to the runes in the blueprints that this is in fact a device designed to control the weather.
Okay.
So you've put the clues together, and yeah, clues does the weather, but there's something wrong with it. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's a design flaw in it. And you look around with the absence of Tarvin and bugs, and yeah, something's wrong with it, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Malamak, having written on the floor, can you hear us? And we've got a yes back. With the skeleton, Malamak calls out, "Does Arcadius know how to fix this?"
There we go.
And let's switch back to the other voice channel. Dead people.
But
Yes, I know how to fix it. Firstly, you need to demogrify the thingamajig, and he just spouting off all these complicated stuff and goes on for a good 5 minutes. Very hard to follow him, very hard to catch up, but he does give you detailed instructions. But it's like someone explaining differential calculus to someone who doesn't know basic addition. It's just completely baffling. So he does know.
Where are your instructions located? Perhaps
They're in the
guide-
blueprints. Just need to follow the blueprints. Have a look. Use their brains. It's not hard.
And where are your blueprints?
Just grab them from my laboratory. Just follow the blueprints. They got it.
Right. Okay. Let's hope they do got it.
Yeah, and it's written in common that they can understand.
Yes, in the same way that differential calculus is written in common to someone who can't understand math. We'll see how they go. Okay, let's bounce back.
Needs to be fixed.
Okay.
Well,
We might need to search for-
Know something about it because he's wearing that was wearing the health thing which had Mystara's
Yep.
what do you call it, symbol on it, and it's
healing amulet.
yeah, the thing of sorcery, goddess of sorcery or something.
Mistra.
Magic. The weave.
The weave. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm
And
guessing
what
he
we're
was a
not-
sorcerer slash wizardy person. So he
And the
might
guy
have-
who died obviously didn't use
Yeah.
the healing amulet, or there was something more
Too
powerful
so
than
big
it.
that it just blew
It's
up.
a health amulet, not a healing one. It just gives
Yeah.
you increased constitution. That means that you should be able to take
failed to
this.
save. He still failed to save.
Okay.
Well, we all did pretty well on the save, and we still
Yeah.
got really vaporized.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Right,
Shajai
shall we-
wasn't standing back a bit, we would have all been converters.
I would have healed you. Really
Oh, that's true.
insurance.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were standing. Yeah, my bad.
Shall we have a look in these other rooms and just let's search the place properly? Watch your step around the weak floor that's come out. But Paul, can I check in this room here? Can I
Sure.
do that? If I walk
Shall I
up,
check in
shall I do a
Yeah.
perception before this?
Yep, you can do a perception to listen closely behind the door, so make a perception check. You press your ears against the door, listening for something.
18.
You only hear the howling wind outside.
Okay, I open the door.
Little clay figure.
Okay, the door is a little stiff to open, but it does pop open. And behind it, this window here is completely broken. There's a wind howling in here, causing these tattered grey windows to flap in the wind. But it's obviously a bedroom, and snow covers a bed and much of the surrounding floor.
Can I investigate the floor just to see if there's any weaknesses or that sort
Sure.
of thing? If it looks shipshape,
Sure.
and that investigation, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Give the floor a poke, and it seems stable. But with a natural 20, you realize even if you fell through here, you'd fall to
Okay,
the
there's
soft
so much
ground behind. But if you
Behind.
fell here, where it hangs over top of a 120-foot cliff, it's more of a problem. So even if you fell through this floor, you'll just land in soft snow. But
I
it appears
search-
stable regardless. Yep, make
Can I
a
search through the bed and other sort of detritus to search for some sort of blueprints or anything else interesting?
Yep, make Make a perception check.
Perception check.
Mm-hmm. Nothing of interest, just snow. And if you cast Bless Scar, you can, but it only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, I was just seeing what it did, and then.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I won't cast it until I'm near.
Sure.
That area that these guys are. In fact, I'll do it on the table.
If Cal. Sorry, is that for saving throws?
And attacks.
Yeah. Wait until we're about to.
There's something.
I reckon.
Something on the floor. It's saying try using bless and guidance. What's it for?
Huh?
It's saying use guidance.
On blueprints. Oh, so where are those blueprints?
You've got the blueprints in your hand, and when Shajai was using, she was kind of comparing the blueprints to the item. So I guess Shajai has them in her hands.
Right. Oh, no, I thought, no, don't worry about the bless thing.
Yeah. Shall we look at the clay figure?
I was, going back to have a look at the little clay figure to see if that was of any importance.
Okay. Cal, you don't really know what it is. In fact, I'm going to say all of you have a look at it, and you can't. It just looks like a clay figure.
Maybe you do need to bless it. Like it's some sort of religious code on the blueprints itself.
So put the blueprints next to the clay figure and fire up a bless spell.
Yeah, maybe with. Well, there's the amulet. They talked about the amulet as well. So maybe the amulet wearer, if she attunes herself, whether we can have that power or not. I don't know, spirits, if you can hear me. Will you survive an hour? But if she wears the amulet, maybe that would. Oh no. Okay. All right. No time for attunement then.
Is it
maybe.
to say that the bless spell will give her a bonus because it doesn't help him? It only helps in saving throws and attacks.
Exactly. So
guidance helps on reading stuff.
Well,
try
is
using.
still a room down here that we have not had a look in, and maybe the first room that we had a look in, we could go back and have a look at.
Did we look in that one there?
Is that one?
This one on the far left.
Don't
Has
think
that
you
one
have.
been searched? Oh, Scar will tie a rope to himself into the table and get closer to that room, preparing to go in there, have a look. If you guys want to search the other room first.
Go have a look.
Oh,
Would
okay.
you like to try telepathy, Shajaya?
Yeah. Do it, Shashaya.
Shajaya?
Do it.
Maybe Shajaya's AFK. Anyway, we'll switch to Scar then. So you're going to try this door?
Oh,
You're just
I'm
gonna...
sorry.
Yeah.
I was here. I just had my mic on, and then I just gave you this big description of something that you didn't hear. Sorry.
Go for it.
It says, I can use my spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
Neither of them think. Damn it. No.
So I could do detect thoughts and guidance. Can I do that?
Let's have a look.
The spirits are trying to tell us to cast bless while reading the blueprints. That's how I'm interpreting what's on the floor at the moment.
They're in another realm.
Yeah, figured that bit out.
Should I just give it a whirl?
Give it a whirl, yeah. Give it a whirl.
Okay.
And that's just detect thoughts, not guidance as well.
Yep. But yeah, you cast detect thoughts, and you detect the Scar's thoughts. You can detect Kel's, Malamak's,
Echo.
but nothing from Tarvin or Bugs.
Oh well, it was worth a try.
Was indeed.
Can I please look at the blueprints?
No,
The
cast
Malamak?
bless on you, eh?
Sure.
Oh, no, I
Well,
want
let's-
to cast bless on the blueprints while you're doing that, Malamak.
Well, let's do this door first, Scar. Let's do this door
yeah,
first.
yeah.
So you open that door, And behind the door is the scent of wine fills this room, which contains 4 frost-covered barrels.
Wine. Okay. That may not be helpful right now. You'll go into the room to have a little search anyway. See
Okay.
if there's anything inside the barrels. One of them might be empty and have something cool inside it or something. You know, those sort of thoughts going through his head.
Make a
Malamak
perception
will
check.
need to read. Malamak will need to read blueprints.
Perception.
Okay.
Try using bless and guidance on blueprints to read.
Ask
I guess I might-
just a bunch of wine barrels, so you don't notice anything else.
They're empty? No wine in them either? Just the smell of wine.
Oh no, they're wine.
Oh,
Quite a bit of wine left in. You kind of give it you feel the weight. The wine has frozen, but you figure there's lots of wine still left in the barrels, but it's just frozen.
okay. That's
So Malamak, you're going to try and attempt to read the blueprints.
Yeah, and I'll look for some druidic on it or that sort of thing. I've got that as well. So, can I read the
I'll cast-
blueprint?
Melon, do you want me to cast Bless on you?
How many castings of it do you have?
I've got 3 left, I believe. Oh, well, it's first level and I can cast, I believe.
Yeah, so if you've got 3,
Yeah. Possibly
Yes.
3, depending on.
your
Ah, shucks. Have I used all my Bless? Did we get a sleep before coming up here?
Taking too long.
Did we?
okay, cool. I'm going to read the blueprints. Can I have a guidance, please?
Or
Okay,
I
so
need to use-
you look at the blueprints. You look at the summer star without touching it. And can you make me an insight check? I'm going to say at advantage. Make an insight check at advantage.
And Skull
18.
cast Bless.
Okay, with the bless doesn't help in this situation. But you do come to a conclusion, Malamak. There is a design flaw. And you look closely at the summer star. The summer star has these 2 rings on it. You figure it needs a 3rd ring. That was a problem with this thing. Like if you look at the summer star again, you notice it's got these 2 rings around it. It needs a
Need to find
3rd ring.
Third ring. Okay. Can
So,
we?
geez.
So, geez, yeah, quick. I'm going to have a look in this room down here for the ring. We need to find a ring, guys. The one ring to rule it all. So can I? And we need to go quickly, I think.
Scar, while you're doing that, Scar's gonna smash these barrels open, hoping that maybe it's fallen in there. I don't know.
Can I
Okay.
search in this room for a ring, please? This one here.
Just a sec.
When we first arrived, weren't there some tools like smithing tools or tinkering tools or something or other in one of the rooms? Which room was that?
Sorry, just give me a second here. Just have to.
Yeah.
So Bugsy and Tarvin, I just whispered something to you in roll 20. Make of that what you will. Okay, so you're going around looking for this ring, correct?
Yes.
Okay, everybody, if you're frantically looking around here, Malamak, you're going to go into that room.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll explain that room. You looked in it before. So frost covers every surface of this seemingly abandoned workshop, but you do find a set of smith tools and a set of tinker tools.
Oh, and I'll bring them out to. And so I didn't find anything else.
Nope,
Is there,
just that.
material to make a ring out of? And the smith tools or tinker tools?
There's some twisted bits of metal in here.
Okay, I'm going to bring it. I'm bringing it all out and back to the room.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I try
No.
and use? Oh, sorry.
Just point out that no one's gone through this door yet. Would someone like to go into there?
Okay, well, I was standing over there before we came back in for these stinker tools. I would like to enter the room.
Okay, swing the door open, and you see wooden planks have been nailed over this window to hold out the wind. Furnishings include a saggy double bed and a bookcase containing some folded clothes, a few blank sheets of parchments, and a set of calligrapher supplies. Next to the bookcase is a soot-stained hearth wherein a scroll lies amid the ashes. Sorry, I fell over my tongue there a little bit.
Oh, a scroll. Okay, I want to have a look at the scroll.
Okay. Just a second. This is what the scroll says.
Okay, I'm glad it's got the English translation underneath.
Yes.
Do you guys can all read this, or you want me to read that aloud?
I should be able to see it.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
can read it.
It's a note from somebody called Macaradus, or Macarena. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. I've had enough of this damn relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, my heart. I'm heading back to the 10 towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has numbed your mind, and any tinkerer worth their chains can see that the summer star is a full errand. Maybe without me here to incessantly complain, you'll finally snap out of your obsession. And if you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, I might suggest that 3 is better than 2. I considered telling this to you before I left, but you were particularly rude about the dinner I made last night. May the light of the morning Lord protect you. And that's from somebody called Cooper?
Copper.
Copper. Okay. Cool.
Oh, Copper has gone back to where?
Just says town, the 10 towns, doesn't say which one.
Oh, okay.
But it does say here that 2 is better than 3, so your design for doofer thingy might be along the right line. Now I've got smithing tools as well, and I'm assuming some sort of skills in that area. Maybe I'm a dwarf after all. What have I got
I've
here?
also, yeah, I've got a mending thing that if I can
okay.
cast mending on stuff, but that's
I reckon.
that's it.
Might need to cast it on these barrels once I finish with them. I'm just smashing them up.
Yeah, proficiencies. What does it say on the floor there, Scar? I can see something appearing on the floor. Don't
Oh,
touch.
Can't read. Oh, is there something? Don't touch the wine.
Don't touch the wine.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
We're wasting
Sword
it.
in midair.
We need a drink afterwards. Ah.
Sword is in midair. Stops.
Well,
As a dwarf, do you have tinkering as proficiency? Is that
not as a
true? Or...
proficiency, but I've got smith's tools and stuff there, and it had some writing on the outside, so I don't know if we can put more arcane symbols on it.
The
That being
wine's all
said,
frozen. It's gonna be watery as.
could we take the twisted metal and mend that into making the ring first before we try and attach that?
Okay,
We-
I'll try it.
Okay.
Even if you
You,
do that, you'd have to do the arcane symbols on it, which none of us know how to do.
Well,
Unless
I would-
Arceus or whatever it is that can tell us what those.
Well, we've got like the tinkerer tools, and I've got like calligraphy skills because that's the battle thing that I've got. I can certainly copy the sorts of symbols that are there. If copy out the same symbol.
okay.
Yeah,
Now,
go
someone was casting mending on the twisted metal.
I'll cast mending on the twisted metal.
Okay, the metals twist and change and goes back to iron ingots.
Is that good?
The Copper was writing to.
He added more time to us. Can you do some iron work?
So, well, I've got some smithing tools. So, can we make a ring, or do we need to go back to that little workroom? Was there?
Put the tools back into this room here.
Yeah, the one that was
Once you made the ring, you've got to put it around this thing as well, which means touching it. Maybe it's blown itself out for the day. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I reckon we give that a crack. I reckon some skills here with my stone knowledge and smith's tools to ring and maybe add some symbols to it with the tinkering tools?
Want some guidance while you're tinkering away?
Yes,
should
please.
Well, at the moment, you've got iron ingots. They don't look like a ring at all.
Well, that's why we said use the smith's tool to construct a ring. Can we beat them out to make a ring? Is that
Not
something
what
We need to
Main.
fire up a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's too much. We're gonna have
How
to.
do we do it in the middle of Frostland?
We're gonna have to race back to a town. Potentially.
This guy's cursing himself for being a silver dragon. Only he had fire.
I can make fire. I got a new. I can produce flame.
Well, we've still got that alchemist fire stuff.
Alchemist fire.
Fireplace, the hearth that was in the room there. Do we reckon we could? Because presumably this thing was made here, so it must have the sort of facilities here somewhere to do it. Was
To
that?
the spirits of the room, can we fix it here? Yes or no? What does
Let me
Mercedes say?
let me bounce back to the other room for a second. So Bugs and Tarvin, I can answer your questions over there. Firstly, they asked, are there tools here to be able to fix it? The answer is yes. Use the damn fireplace. So that's how you could answer that. Well, sure, Marcadius will tell you. What other
Marcadius,
questions do you have for me while we're here?
Mercadius.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to have a cure for a slard infection, would you?
No, I don't. Strangely enough, it's not my speciality. My speciality is creating magical devices to end this winter. And if your idiot friends would just use their brains, they can construct that third thing. They've got the metal, they've got a fireplace, they've got smith's tools. Damn fools, if you ask
How
me.
it didn't have a third one to begin with, yet you're calling them fools.
Well, maybe I should have listened to Copper. I'm trying to end this winter. What have you done to enter the winter? Nothing, I'd venture to say.
Have
Nothing.
you? Are you able to return to the world, to that realm that we came from, if your body is charred skeleton at the moment?
Well, I possibly. It all revolves around the summer star, though. It's a long shot, but that summer star needs to be repaired.
Do we
Okay.
see the slide in this realm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say you see a red wriggling thing moving around outside of Tarvin's
Can
body.
we touch it?
How big is it?
It's about, say, a foot long.
What?
And you
Yeah,
reach
can
out
we
to
pick it up?
swipe it, Shajai, and your hand just passes through it.
What the? Okay, we need to tell them to use the fire. Maybe we could stoke the fire and just have it blazing, and they'll see. Can we do that?
No. You can tell that it's pretty much taking all your effort and all your concentration to move this ash around on it. To do a fireplace, you know, would just be beyond your power through this realm. Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Shall we bounce back?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
So
Oh
we're
my goodness.
attempting to fire the fireplace up to make a fire hot
Roaring
enough for
fire.
to turn these ingots into a ring.
Okay, so you're putting it right where the body of Bugs is? No? Where are you stoking this fire?
Well, there
Yeah,
was a
An
hearth,
arrow point. Yeah, there we go.
hearth in the room here. Is that the best,
It was
most
pointing-
suitable?
It was pointing here, like it was pointing to this one. They put an arrow to this one. Cal. The one
Okay,
out
well
just
then-
outside. It was. Yeah, I reckon we do it here.
Okay, that one there. We thought that we could chop up some of the broken furniture and
Sure.
use that fuel. And if we need to get it going, also a bit of some of that alchemist fire that we had in one of those
There's all
tunes.
some alcohol. Yeah.
Any fire. Right, well, okay, well, it's good. We can do fire, we can light fire.
Okay, so
Reduce flame.
so this turns into a roaring fire in here.
All right, cool. And using the smithing tools, can we start melting down a little metal ingot?
You can. And-
who would have the best smithing? What's the check for that sort of thing, for building or whatever? What sort of check are we looking at, Malcolm? Sorry for.
Well, if you want to start smithing it into a ring like it was before, you need to make a blacksmithing check. Is any of you proficient in blacksmithing tools?
I've got smith's tools as part of my background, so I've already got that as a skill, but it's only under the tool as a dwarf. I assume that dwarves have to have those skills, but I don't have anything that says blacksmithing on it specifically.
Is it under proficiencies in languages? It says tools that you're proficient with.
Yeah, so it says smith's tools as a mountain dwarf. I can use smith's tools.
Okay, so this is what you need to roll then. You need to roll a d20, add your dexterity, and add your proficiency.
And add some guidance?
And some guidance, yep.
To help him with that? Or are we just getting away?
No, guidance, absolutely. This is this is absolutely guidable. So I assume you cast guidance, Shajai? So in other words, roll a d20, Cal, and we're adding 4 to it, plus a d4.
Okay.
So roll a d20.
That's for everyone.
4 for the guidance, so that's good. 10. So it's 10 plus 4 plus 4, so 18. So using these rather limited tools that you have at your disposal with this roaring flame and finding something to beat this onto, it's quite difficult. And it takes you a good 20 minutes to get it in the right shape. But then this thing looks perfectly like one of these rings that's already on the Summer Star. But it doesn't have the arcane runes on it. It's the right shape. It looks nigh on perfect, but it doesn't have the right runes on it.
Well, we had some. The other room had tinker tools on it. Is that the sort of thing that we could scribe some symbols onto it?
You can certainly try.
Can I look at the symbols?
Yeah.
Sorry, Cal, you go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say I've got the calligraphy skills, and if we've got tinker tools, I should imagine I should be able to make a fair go at that.
Yeah, with your tinker tools. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Are you going to try?
Maybe
I think
Credius could write the runes for us as well that need to be on it in the dust or whatever they've been doing.
Okay. So I'll just whisper to people.
Are the runes druidic?
No.
Okay, cool.
So Bugs and Tarvin, that's what your pal says.
The slard nose on it, the same as
Ones.
cool.
Yeah. Also, just copy it from the Summer Stone.
Are those on the blueprints to copy from?
The blueprints are complicated, but according to the room, it just is the same runes as the other one.
I was just thinking in terms of copying, it would be easy to copy off the blueprints if they were on that. But if not, because we're worried about touching this again. Yep. We're all good? Okay, well, we're going to have a go at copying.
Okay, so Malamak, you stick your tongue out, get out your the tinkerer's tools, and with your calligraphy as well.
No, that's not me, calligraphy. That's Cal's got calligraphy.
Oh, sorry, Cal the dwarf. Sorry, Cal, yes. So Cal, make me an Arcana check. You can do it at advantage because of your tinkerer's tools. And Shajai, are you providing a helping hand?
Yep.
Okay. So in other words, Arcana check at advantage plus a d4.
You do it slowly.
13. And the guidance coming in is a 4.
17.
So you now you stick your tongue out and you put these runes on, and it looks like a pretty good job. You look closely, you try and match the imperfections between what you've copied and what was on the rings, and they look pretty close.
Shall we go out? Shall the healers go outside, or does one of us? Okay. Perhaps does it need to be a druid who connects it to it, like with a blessing, and then?
Scar asks the spirits, "Can we do this now? Is the explosion gone? Is it going to explode on us again if we attempt to touch it?" And Macreadius, tell us this.
Yeah. So we do. Yeah. It's going 3, 2, 1. So let's jump outside and one person do it. I grab the ring off him and try and fashion it into a Summer Star and say, "Everyone, get out!" And try and put it together.
Right into this room.
And so I try and put it together.
Can you ask the spirits if it was safe to touch it? Do the spirits have anything to say?
Is it safe to touch it? Arvin, both. Can they hear us?
Maybe they're right
Sorry.
on the floor of the room.
Sorry, the
Let me.
That's the slide.
Skeleton.
Skeleton, yeah. It's saying yes now. Okay. And so I think that we should stay outside, but maybe Shajaya should do it because she can guide herself.
Okay.
By the way, if anybody gets some clay and starts having the clay spinning around and using the spirit to do some stuff, you will all instantly die. That will be a TPK.
What's the clay?
Oh, say again.
I'm making a reference to the movie Ghost. Remember that scene with
Ghost,
Demi
yeah.
Moore and Patrick Swayze where the spirit was possessing and doing the clay? If anybody does anything resembling that, instant death for everybody. That is forbidden.
Yeah,
Looking at this thing, you need to...
I do. Oh, because it's not mending because it's not broken from the other thing though.
No, it's
I can't-
mending won't help.
Yeah.
And just looking at it, you know this is going to take at least an hour to do. To take this rune and attach it to the object. And of
Yep.
course you need to touch the object in order for you to attach this extra piece to it.
What was the feedback we got from the spirits regarding it going boom again? Is it going to go boom again?
It's like bless.
Said it was.
Shajai said, "Is it safe?" And you saw yes in the ashes.
Yeah, they said
Oh
yes.
yes.
Okay, cool.
So it's safe. Okay. Shall we
Right.
do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it better to give it to the dwarf because he's got the smithing capability?
Yes. He says yes.
Okay. Do you want to do it, Kel?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
go outside.
Thanks.
Oh. There's red words there.
Or do we need an arcane person to do it?
You want me
Where's
to
the
do
red
it?
words?
They
I
just-
don't know.
the red-
I'm
Red words
prepared
keep
to do it.
showing up and disappearing. Faster than I
Oh, if
can
you can't
type
do it,
them.
Cal, then we can get an arcane person on.
With the most arcane is Jaya.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
I'm not particularly arcane, that's all.
I can do it because I've got that amulet thing on. And, oh no, that's just a heal. That's just a health thing, isn't it? But
Yeah, and it'll take
Probably-
you an hour. So maybe if it's you,
yeah, I can do it.
all right.
Just
While
to
she's
help
doing
me.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pointing at you. And guide yourself. And is it going to take her an hour to do it?
Yep.
So if it's an hour, I'm going to take a short rest outside.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
So shall Scar. He'll take a short rest in the
Okay. Okay, so roll some hit dice if you'd like.
Good luck, Shazaya.
Hit dice.
To
Yeah,
regain to regain hit points. You're on full hit points, Shajaya, so you're good.
Okay,
You'll
sorry,
be-
I
you'll
thought you
be
were
fixing the
addressing
thing.
me. Yeah.
So while you're working on attaching this third ring to the summer star, which is going to take you at least an hour, everyone else is finding a quiet spot and kind of bandaging up their wounds and, you know, taking a breath. And a short rest allows you to regain some hit points. Doesn't matter for you because
Okay.
you're on full hit points. First question: do you pick up the summer star?
Oh my goodness. Hang on. Let me just check my magical things. No. I think that I can use my mage hand to do it.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to pick up the summer star with your mage hand?
Yeah.
It raises up, no problem. This gives you a little bit of confidence because you remember all Scar did was pick it up in the top. He didn't actually touch it. He just brought it off the ground. So you bring it off the ground, nothing happens.
Okay. And I'm going to, in order for me to fix it, do I have to do something else?
Make me an Arcana check with advantage, and yes, you may guide yourself.
Okay.
Oh, it's looking pretty good.
And
Okay, one. Now remember, Shajar, I said at advantage, and what that
yes.
means, you can roll 2d. You can roll Arcana twice and take the highest one. Now you rolled pretty good anyway. There we go. So 23
Yeah.
for a total of 24. You
Oh.
click, click, click using your mage hand, using your arcane knowledge, and thump, the third ring clicks into place nicely. What you do know, though, is that to unlock the ability of the Summer Star, you need to attune to the Summer Star. So
Okay.
someone needs to sit down with a Summer Star for an hour. They will need to touch it. And after an hour, they can control whatever. They will know exactly what the Summer Star will use.
So do
So-
you want?
touch it without using the mage hand.
Mage hand won't do it.
It has to be you, Shazaya. Look at the ash. They're
Okay.
pointing at you.
All right, let's do this.
All right, I'm going back outside again.
You
Maybe
spend.
bless her? Oh no, don't.
Yeah, bless won't really help because nothing else only lasts for a minute.
Exactly, it's
I
an
will
hour.
just attune to the Summer Star.
So you spend an hour attuning to the Summer Star and you unlock the mysteries of it. You know that you now have the ability to control weather. Just exactly how far this extends, you don't know. But you know that you can control weather. You know outside it's like Arctic cold conditions. Would you like to make it a bit warmer, Shajaya?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay, so all around you, this cold, biting wind that you can even feed inside this cabin just gets a little more pleasant. That's great. And the wind, there's a really strong wind, like buffeting outside. Would you like to make it a little less windy?
Yes, but yes, I would. The only thing I'm concerned about is melting the ice bank that the cabin's sitting on.
Oh, let's run.
Well, you could do this outside if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, well, head outside.
Okay. Am I going the right way?
Our bodies.
Am I going the right way?
No, do it where the bodies are. They're saying our bodies, our bodies. You need to do it in here.
Okay. All right. So maybe I could make it nice and warm in here.
Yeah.
And start here.
Well, it's already slightly warmer because you made it from very cold to merely cold, but it's definitely pleasanter. There's a strong wind whipping through the cabin. Would you like to make that stronger or less strong?
If I whip up their ashes, because they're just sitting there at the moment and there isn't much wind, so if I whip up the ashes, maybe that would do something helpful. What do you... Yes. Take us. Take us. Okay. So, let...
Who's got a brushing pan?
Take us. Does that mean take you in like the increased wind, or take you outside?
Those barrels that were in the room, were any of them empty?
Nope.
Or have we got a suitable container? Or some ashes? We were discussing while you were away whether we should make some sort of urn. But is that where you got the whole ghost subplot from? Because we didn't have a spinning wheel.
What if we got to take them with us? We've got
Could empty out some water skins.
backpack, bedroll.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll empty
yes.
out a water skin. Used to have a tarp. Empty
I
out a
haven't
water
got-
skin and try and scoop some of the ashes up
Okay.
as I can.
Okay.
Take.
Take him.
Alright.
To
Cleric. Pay $1 million
Right, so we're going to take these guys outside. So
Okay.
let's pick them up and put them in something, as well as the guy on the floor.
Anybody
Oh,
else
so
got a
you-
water skin? Anybody got one?
What are you putting them
Will
in?
warm us up outside.
What are you putting them in?
Oh, I was just
I've got
looking
a
at.
skin.
Do we, the bedding that's over in this room here, you said it was a snaggy bed.
Yeah.
Is there like a big blanket or something rather
Yeah.
that we could
Yeah.
pick up from that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You
I
could.
reckon we throw that all together and put the remains into that.
So you're putting the ashes of Bugs, Tarvin, and the corpse into one big pile?
Marcadius.
Arcadius?
And this lad. Don't
I've
forget
got
the
a bag
Same
in my
blanket.
inventory, and it's not my backpack. I've got a bag. Is anyone? You think we should
that's
put
handy.
them together?
You put bugs and tarpon in this, all mix up all their ashes, and when
Yeah,
they-
I'll put bugs
like,
in my bag
half
if
off,
someone
right.
Okay.
else has got something.
Blood too.
You don't see a
Try
slide.
keep-
If it is, it's burnt away. It's just ashes as well. There's a pile of ashes here that you saw Tarvin get incinerated here. There's a pile of ashes over here which you saw Bugs get incinerated in. But there's no slard.
Any slad, no slad ashes.
Well, I don't know. All ashes kind of look the same. Okay, Shajai, you scoop up Bugs, put her into your bag very carefully. Great.
Right, you guys. Someone has to get. Cal has to get Tarvin, and then who's strong enough to carry the body out?
It's only a skeleton.
Yeah, skeleton's not hard to carry. It looks
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
light.
it's the,
Somebody will- I can take
like
the
it's got
skeleton.
jeans on.
Okay. That's just some art, random art I found. But yes,
Okay.
this is his problem. He wore all denim. It's his curse.
Okay.
Okay, so Sky's got the body. Cal, are you scooping up? What are you putting it in,
Yep.
Cal? What are you putting Tarvin in?
So, remember I'd said I'd gone and taken
Oh,
some
the sheets.
and making a bundle for Tarvin.
Okay. So the body, we'll put the body. Oops.
Careful.
The body's out here. So if you want to do this outside, feel free to move outside.
Let's go outside.
Let's go.
Okay. And of course, the bodies of Tarvin and Bugs, quote unquote, come outside as well. And you're going to cast it there, Shajar. So my question
Yeah.
once again is: it's definitely the weather is nicer.
Yeah.
There's a very strong wind. Do you want to increase it, decrease it? What do you want to do?
Well, I think since I'm sure everyone would agree with me, I notice everybody's silent, but I'm willing to take your advice. Should I decrease the wind and make it warmer out here? It makes more sense.
Definitely decrease the wind.
Decrease it and make it warmer.
Okay, so the wind, the bite in the wind goes away. The wind itself becomes a little less. And would you like to do anything about the precipitation, Shajar? Because it's snowing at the moment. You could make it like overcast if you like, so the snow stops.
I think that we should, make it into a sort of spring-like warmth around us, like the winter is ending,
Okay.
because that's what he was trying to do.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm terrified we're going to explode. Something.
You make all these changes to the weather, and you so I'm going to retcon something. The symbol on the amulet of health was not Mistra. It was in fact the symbol of the Morning Lord. Okay, so I'm just going to retcon that. Okay, so it's the Morning Lord. And those on the other side, the thing that you've been interacting with goes, and then that thing that you saw just dissipates. Better yet, you all pack into existence exactly how you were before you died. So
Hey.
that's kind of cool.
Breathe.
Oh my god. What an experience.
And
You
you
guys
hear
So slow.
Scar. Scar, other voice channel, please.
Which one?
Come on over, Scar. Scar. As you see Tarvin and Bugs come to life, thankfully there's no mix-up. You see no body of the creature, Mercadius. But you hear the voice in your head of Lathander, the Morning Lord. And it says, "Once again, child, you have done well. You have surprised me. You have struck a blow today against the Ice Queen, against Oriel, the Frost Maiden. Well done, my true and faithful servant." What do you say, Scar?
Thank you. I don't feel like I've done much other than almost kill my adventuring buddies.
You have done well. It was I that brought Bugs and Tarvin back. You have done well. Secondly, you and your friends all have my blessings. And then the vision fades away of Lathander. Let's go back to the other voice channel.
Yeah, we couldn't even try touch it. But the only thing we could really put our power into was that soot in the snow.
But the other thing is, we went into the cabin, and we didn't really get any valuable. We did get something valuable, but we had to pay a high price for it.
I mean, you got an amulet that can change the weather and get rid of this winter.
You
know, that's
all
pretty
The summer.
feel
The summer. Yeah.
you all feel really, really good. So much good that at the start of each dawn, like after a long rest, you will all get 10 temporary hit points. Okay, 10 temporary hit points. Now what that means, it acts as like normal hit points, but once you use them, they're kind of gone. So they're temporary. So if you like took 10 damage, your actual health would take 0 damage.
Yeah.
Now
You can't
why?
heal them back.
You can't heal them back. You can't heal them back. And if another effect comes and gives you temporary hit points from something else, they don't stack. Okay? Does that make sense
Take
to
the
everyone?
higher- yeah, you take the higher of each one. Of the,
Yeah, the higher of each one. That's right. So there should.
I may have... Oh, sorry. I
There
may have
should-
missed this, but... Okay, you go first. Sorry.
So there is a way to record temporary hit points on your character sheets. If you click on, I think where it says hit points, you'll see there's a temp HP modifier. Type 10 in there just to remind yourself that you have those 10 hit points, 10 temporary hit points. And as I said, when you take damage, you'll use them up and you can't heal them back or anything. But that's, needless to say, a very good blessing. You don't know why you feel this great, but you all get 10 temporary hit points. And obviously, if you get hit in the future and you're confused, obviously just ask me and I'll clarify.
Where is Macrodus?
Yeah, it's a skeleton.
yeah, is he healthy as well?
He did not come back. It was in fact the Morning Lord who brought Bugs and Tarvin back to us, and is giving us this sense of well-being. He spoke to me.
Wow.
I feel a bit bad for Macredius. Yeah. As impatient as he was quite helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had altruistic pursuit. He was trying to end winter.
Did he say where Copper was?
No, we didn't really know anything about copper. Didn't really ask.
No.
We didn't read the letter that you guys did. We should have.
Was
We were in
Macredus
another
working
plane.
for anyone? Tarvin. Was Macredus working for someone?
I can't answer that definitively, Malamuk, but it was my suspicion that he was on his own, working on his own.
Yeah, that's sort of
yeah.
what my suspicion was too.
He wasn't. Let's just say his interpersonal skills weren't that great, so I think he was a social outcast.
He spoke
But
a lot
maybe-
of big words that maybe Shajar and Melimat could have understood, but we did not.
You hear a voice on the wind, almost as if it's made up of the wind itself, and it says, "You fools! How dare you even attempt to stop my accursed winter? You shall all die for your sins." And directly in front of you, stepping out of the mist, 2 creatures appear.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh, those light ones.
Oh, those guys. Yeah. Okay.
Roll for initiative if you'd be so kind.
Oh, I'm still so dead. Okay.
Oh, just use your bow, Tarvin.
Don't let them look at you, if I recall.
Okay.
Oh, look at these 20s.
Yeah, no. Oh. Yeah, what does it... Quick, everyone type everything they remember from this guy. Oh, excuse me. Just feeling cold.
What's the name?
Actually,
What kind of creature is it?
If the symbol's the same, it's a cold light walker or dark light
Yeah.
walker.
Oh no.
Remember that,
you said
that
it's
Towns guy that we saw get executed at the last one
Yeah.
was him.
I just remember being blinded for a
A
very long
long
time.
time ago. I knew his name.
The guy that you initially saw get executed, that you saw later become a cold light walker, his name was Cray Sagor. Just getting a brief look at... Well, you can't see his face anyway. But if it's Cray Sager or not, you don't know. But you see these creatures appearing, and they start lurching towards you. What would you like to do, Malamak?
Shajaya got.
Oh,
did you do
Shajaya went...
initiative. She did an intelligence save, not initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Make another initiative roll and click on your token first, Shajaya.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can get it in nice and automatically. There you go, perfect. Oh, swapped around. What's this thing?
Considerably
Mala?
lower than Blast.
Yeah.
Right, we gotta roll.
I just yell out. What were the deal with these things?
They're gonna blind you. I just remember being blinded a lot.
Ah, that's right.
I was blinded a whole lot.
Blinded by the light. All right, I might.
Don't look at them. Don't look at them.
Is there one
Tried
just
that
to the
last
right
time,
of
it
it?
didn't work.
Okay.
There's one here, and there's one here.
Sorry, I missed that first bit. I was looking at my character sheet. There's one where? Here.
There's one here. You might not be able to see it through the other side of this
Alright,
outhouse.
cool. Yeah, sweet. So it's yeah. Okay, cool. All right. I might do a second level spell on it. Yeah. I think that's. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Moonbeam on it.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm going to cast that. And I'll put it right here. Is it? Oh, how wide is it?
It's a 5 feet area of effect.
40 foot, 5 foot radius. Okay,
So-
so it's. So that how can you draw that circle for me, please, Malcolm? Is that
No, I
possible?
can't, but I can bring on one of these. We'll make it green, circle.
Mola?
Oh, 5 foot radius, is it?
Yeah. Can
What's
I
this
do
5
it
foot
there
radius?
and then I?
You
Yeah,
can
it has a
move.
5 foot radius.
You should be able to move that wherever you want.
So if that does that cover the
right
two of
there.
them? Yep.
This is Moonbeam, right?
Yeah.
No. One or the other.
Oh, one or the other. So it has
Yeah.
to go on the center. It has to center on a square.
Yep. So if they're standing right next to each other, you could. But
Yeah.
but they're not.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So the 5 foot doesn't bleed into the other ones. Okay,
No.
I'm choosing this one.
Okay.
And then that's 2d10 radiant damage.
On its turn, technically it will take this damage.
Oh,
What?
Okay. So when it starts its turn in the Moonbeam, that's when we
yeah.
resolve
Okay,
it.
cool.
So
And
but
I'm just going to move over to 1, 2 to here to be behind it, so I'm not in eyesight of them. If that makes sense.
okay, with Shajaya controlling the weather, I'm going to say the clouds just open just so, and you see a little bit of the moon in the sky. And directly from the moon, you focus it, and it comes down and just surrounds on top of this cold light walker. And as I said, it's at the start of its turn, so it's going to take damage regardless, but we will get there. Cal, what would you like to do?
Run, attack, and hit him with an axe.
Okay.
Does that put me close enough for an axe attack?
Absolutely, yep, you're right next to it. Yep, diagonal's fine. So take a
so we'll
swing
give it
with
a
the
go.
axe.
Yep. Well, why's this thing over the top?
Okay, so you take a big swing at this axe, and this kind of thing turns its head towards you, almost not caring as you hit it, and a 13 hits it as your axe gets purchased on this creature. Roll damage.
Okay, so I'll go back to the damage roll. It's
One.
just the 10, the single-handed, because the shield. Yeah.
That works out well, though. So it cuts into this creature, and it kind of grunts and groans. It's got some type of language, but nothing that makes any sense to you. But regardless, boom! You hit the cold light walker, and all you seem to have done is attract its attention as it turns its hooded face towards you. Bugs.
Oh, don't I have an action surge so I can have a second attack at it. Is that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
I was just looking for where the button is gone and I can't see the action button.
Yep. Just make another attack. Just make another attack.
No, I was just making sure I've recorded it. That's fine.
Cool. Oh, boom. Cuts into this creature once again. And 4 points of damage. Not quite as good, but yeah, done some damage, but you've definitely got its attention.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't
Bugs.
want attention.
Bugs.
How many seconds are there per round?
6.
Okay, brilliant. So that will be 10 rounds per minute then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to cast Bless on myself, Malumac, and Cal.
Malamark and Cow, got it.
Then I'm going to move over here and use my, what's it called? My bonus action, Hide, my cunning action.
Yep, I think if you
I roll
duck...
stealth.
Yep, ducking behind these bushes, absolutely. I'll allow a stealth there. So roll a stealth. And with a 14... let's see. Well, I don't know. You don't know if they see you or not, but we will find out.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm hoping the bushes cover my sight.
this creature comes out of the ice to your south, and you don't even you notice it. It doesn't seem to notice you though, and you hear it mutter under its breath, "For the Frost Maiden," and it casts a spell, and let me just check.
Is this one of those creatures casting the spell, or is it somebody else?
One down here.
Oh.
And I'm going to say we'll do it orange circle. Oh, look at that. That's perfect, right where I dropped it. Around you, dense, thick fog just grows up all around you. It just envelops you. There's a very, very thick fog. And you're having trouble seeing anything around you. Like you see where the cold walker is, Shajaya, Tarvin, Scar, but you just can't quite see it properly as this fog just envelops that area. And that's what that creature does. And then...
I'm going to use the telepathy just to let them know there's a creature southwest, unlike the others.
And the other interesting thing is it was 30 feet up in the air when you saw it, Bugs. Now it hovers high above 60 feet in the air. So this thing is not on the ground. It's flying up in the air. The cold light walker next to Kel just turns around it.
Takes the damage, does he?
Well, we'll see. And the creature kind of reaches up, grabs the back of your head, and then boom, boom, smashes you twice in the face with its massive hand. First one, is a 9. That's terrible. So the first one, you dodge out of it, just jerk your head out the way. The second one, though, you take the full forces of it right on the nose as blood starts pouring out of your nose. And you take 7 bludgeoning damage and 17 cold damage.
So as that comes in, I'm going to use my reaction, my parry, to try and reduce that damage.
Okay, sure.
I use a dice for that, I believe. And that, so I've reduced that by 4.
4. Do you have cold resistance?
No, not particularly. I don't think so.
So the total damage then, including your parry, is 20 points of damage. As it just boom, smacks right into your face. So total, net, everything, 20 points of damage.
So that was the first 10 off that temporary hit points.
Yeah,
and
so
then
10.
down. Is that right?
10 actual.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And from behind you, Tarvin, just as you glance through the fog, you see another creature rise up from inside of the gorge. And it gets 30 feet above the gorge. And it too is going to cast a spell. Alright, we'll say there. Okay, that's its turn. Shazaya, dense fog is all around you. You can barely see this cold walker. What would you like to do?
Did you say that, forgive me, did you say that the cold walker is floating above us?
No, this creature over here, the ice mephit, is 30 feet in the air. This one is 60 feet in the air. And these are just plain old on the ground.
How do you pronounce these? Nephit?
Ice mephit is what they're called.
M for Malcolm.
Like that.
Mephit.
Mephit. But with a
And
PH.
how close to the ice, how close to the old light walker is Cal? Sorry.
He's right next to them.
Because if I went, I know it's in fog, but if I went into an animal, I could try to get,
Spell them out.
I could try to kill the old ice walker.
Sure. What would
And
you like
I've
to
been
turn
looking through
into?
all the animals.
Uh-huh.
If I go into a direwolf, it can do the most damage,
Sure.
but I can get advantage
With pack tactics.
if one of my allies is within 5 feet of the creature, and he's got Uggs's base protection, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, if you change into a direwolf, absolutely
Yeah.
you can do that. And if you attack right next to Cal, you'll get advantage because he's an ally. That's what the pack tactics will do for you.
Well, I'll do that, and that's the best I can do. I've looked through all the other animals and skulls, and there's nothing really I can do. I'm not a warrior.
Well, you're a warrior now as you cast the wild shape and fangs appear, your mass appears, and you let out a primal growl. You should be able to control this token now, Shazaya.
Yeah, and I'm going to fight.
Okay, so you can attack with advantage in your direwolf form.
Okay.
So you launch out and bite, and that does hit. You sink your fangs into it, and it takes 6 points of damage. We'll do the first one.
Okay.
And the direwolf, I think, gets a chance to knock them down. I think that's what that strength saving throw is. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
We'll get him to make a strength saving throw. So... okay, knocked prone. So this might be knocked prone. Strength saving throw. Ooh! You launch into your animal shape and launch at this thing and rip at its throat with your teeth. And the thing is momentarily taken aback and it's fallen down on its butt, prone on the ground. But as it lands, can I have Bugs, Cal, Malamak, and Shijaya all make me a Constitution saving throw? Bug, Shijaya, Malamak, and Cal. Cal, that's a no. Malamak, that's a yes.
Sorry, was that me too?
Yes.
Isn't Shajaya's constitution higher than +2 now?
Did you
Nope.
click?
+2 for the wolf as well.
Cal, don't forget you've got a D4.
Oh, I
You're
see.
blitzing each round.
Oh, yes. Cal, the
Oh, we got a
bugs.
D4 and
I give D4, was it?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, got at least 9 more rounds of it and keeping track.
So-
+2 to the 15 in the end.
Okay, so 15, Malamak 19,
I
Shijaya
got
14.
23.
Thanks to the blessings of bugs, this massive light just whoosh, pulses out of this cold light walker, but you shield your eyes just in time, and none of you become blinded. Tarvin.
Okay. I'm gonna fire my arrow at this method.
I think you're going to fire it twice.
I think
I am not only that, but I'm
This
gonna
round.
fire it. Yeah, I'm gonna fire it twice, and I get an additional 1d8 damage from the second attack.
Are you going to do it in the fog with not a clear line of sight on it?
Okay, that's what I was worrying. Okay, in that case, Malcolm, tell me, can I, with a bonus action, does that have to be performed after an action, or can it be performed
Nope.
first?
Nope, any order.
Okay, great. Then I have a little, where is it? A Zephyr Strike is a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that I can move quickly, but more importantly, I can nominate my next attack to do an additional 1d8 force damage.
And I believe you get advantage on it as well.
Okay, it doesn't say that, but I'll take that.
Now, once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon roll attack on
Oh.
your turn.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. Which I'm going to do. So I'm just going to move over to, say, here.
Yep. So yeah,
Getting
so
flashbacks
absolutely.
of falling down the canyon. So yeah,
roll
okay.
attack
So I'll
with
get,
advantage.
come on. Okay.
21 absolutely hits. Yes,
Here's
a
my
roll.
normal damage. Oh, so close.
Well, Tarvin, I think it gets better than that for you. Just let me check something. Oh, no, you're fine, yep. So, yep, you take a shot. It hits for 9 points of piercing damage, and you get a d8 on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so 13 damage. So the arrow sinks deeply into the creature and it recoils back. So firstly, 13, it doesn't fall.
Okay.
But what I do need to do is I need to make a Constitution saving throw. And you see it kind of moving its hands to try and maintain the spell that it does, and you hit it, and it shakes it off, and it maintains concentration on the spell that it was casting. So in other words, the fog cloud doesn't go down. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'll stay put.
Oh, so you don't get your second shot.
No, because I moved. I had to move first. If my first action is a an attack, then I get two.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. would be the best thing to do?
I read that right, didn't I, Malcolm?
Yeah, that's right.
that right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm
Yep,
Gloomstalker, but you moved, so yeah. So from above the black cabin, another one of these creatures appears near you, Tarvin, and it takes a deep breath. And it blasts out this torrent of cold energy towards you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, Tarvin.
Oh boy. Oh.
And you just take this full blast to the face. Not the worst one in the world, but you do take, only 3 points of damage. But, and then this thing is, we'll say, 30 feet in the air.
So I just take 3 off that temp HP,
Yep.
right?
Yep, so you now have 7 temp HP. No actual damage to your actual hit points. Scar! Fog surrounds you. You hear people screaming. You know, Shajai is up to her normal stuff. What does Scar do?
I can hear people screaming above his own screaming. Okay, he will cast Bless on himself, Shajaya, and Tarvin. I don't know how long this will last on Tarvin because I'm about to move out of range. I think it's only a 30-foot
No,
range.
doesn't matter. Just needs to be in range when you cast it.
Oh, cool. Done. And he would like to move 5, 10, 15, 20. I imagine it's rough ground. There. Where he is there. And
Yep.
25. And then can he move there for his 30?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that, would he have? Okay, cool.
Also, you can, yep.
Okay, cool. And as a... Oh, I can't cast 2 spells in one round, eh?
Nope.
Okay, well, he's got his shield out. And,
You can actually cast 2 spells if one of them is a cantrip, and the spell you cast otherwise has a bonus action to cast.
Okay, well, I've done a
Now, since you used your action for bless,
This is not a bonus.
yeah, and there are no bonus cantrips, so in other words, you're out of spells for now.
Right. Yes, he's just got his shield out and is staring this thing in the face, trying not to stare this thing in the face.
Cal, Malamak, and Shajaya. Constitution saving throws, please. And you're all blessed, so don't forget that. Cal, even with blessed, that won't help.
Just a natural one, so they're nice.
Shajaya, you're fine, even without the bless. So, did we get everybody? Scar, this is you too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Constitution saving throw. Don't forget your D4.
$15 plus D4.
Yeah, roll that D4. Okay.
16.
Malamak, Shajar, Scar, you all shelter your eyes perfectly in time. And Cal, see that? No, you don't.
Yep.
Yep. You are blinded by this radiance coming off you from off this creature over here.
Overwhelmed?
Exactly. And let me think. It's gonna come over here. You see this creature coming out through the fog. And it's looking you straight in the face, Scar. And you see this beam of energy just go through here. And then again. The first one comes and you dodge out the way. The second one, though, boom, connects directly to your face. And you take, let's see, 30. You have cold resistance. You take 15 points of damage. 1-5.
Oh, fun.
And you need to make me a Constitution saving throw, DC 10.
Blessed as well, mate.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, your concentration on Bless fades. Who is the other person you cast it on?
Josiah and
Josiah.
Tarvin.
And Tarvin.
Shajai and Tarvin, you are no longer blessed.
Never got to use it.
Malamak.
So did he take that damage when he started his turn? In the moonbeam?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
So can you bring up Moonbeam again?
Yeah, you got to make a Constitution saving throw, and you take half on a thing. So I'll just bring it up. I'll just click cast, and it should come through, right? Does it come through?
It does. So it passed with a 20, so it's going to take 4 points of damage.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yep, cool. 4 points of damage.
Yep, okay.
And did you say that when he's next, if he's directly next to him, did he enter into the moonbeam when he moved into here? Because he'd have to do the same thing.
Well, this is what you can do. With Moonbeam...
I know you can move it.
But I want to see if it's either an action or a bonus action. Well, you could fit both of them in the Moonbeam, depending... Whoops, not Moon.
Yeah, sorry.
So with Moonbeam, you can use your action to move it. You can get both of them in it, but it will require an action.
Okay, cool. I was just wondering, because it was a 5 foot radius, whether when this guy moved to here, the second one, whether he was... This one here, whether he was actually entering it, but it needs to be in that middle bit there. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But you can move it there as your action. Would you like to do that?
That's exactly what I'm doing. Now, I was making those Constitution saving throws, but am I able, like, if I'm out of eyesight, direct eyesight with them, am I still getting hit by those lights, that light?
Yes.
Okay, so even though I'm going behind the bin, the outhouse here, I'm still being affected by those blasted lights. Cool.
It's a very bright light.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm just trying to... What if like, I'm not aiming at anything? Can I just... I'll move behind there again, but also wrap my head in my cloak.
Sure, you can do that. Yep, and you'll get
it. The best.
Okay, done.
That's right. Oh, sorry, wait. And if can I cast a bonus action even though I'm concentrating on this spell?
You've used your action to move the Moonbeam.
So can I use a bonus action to cast Healing Word? I can still that'll still keep that one out. Okay, how far away is Tarvin? Healing Word is 60 feet. No, he's within range. I'm casting Healing Word for my bonus action on Tarvin as well.
Nice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, Healing Word, it should come up there. 7 hit points there.
Nice.
Woohoo.
So you move the Moonbeam, so both of them are in it, so they'll both need to make saves on their turn, and boom, heal up Tarvin. Nice round, Malamak.
Well, thanks.
Cal, what's that? Who's that? What's that? What do you see?
Yeah, right. So Wild swinging to where he was last time, so that was there, where I was swinging last time. Am I capable of making an attack?
You can, but you just said disadvantage.
That's right, I'll give that a disadvantage. Let's have a crack.
You have Bless, just in case.
Where'd that go? Advantage. Oh. Alright, okay, so, no. It was a 4.
You have Bless, but I'll tell you, even with a 4 on Bless, that won't hit.
Yeah, no, I gathered that was Forlorn Hope. And I forgot that I had Inspiration, and some of you might still have Inspiration. So I could have re-rolled that one ages ago, but because I didn't think of it, we're moving on. Good stuff. So, carry on.
Make a con saving throw, please, Cal. Okay. Oh, sorry. Cal. Con saving throw. Boop. Your sight comes back. Boop. So there you go. Your sight returns, but that happens at the end of your turn.
Yep.
Bugs. Hidden away there. Not sure if they see you or not.
I'm gonna go hide this way,
Have you
so I can shoot at this person here. that
Sure.
creature.
Make another stealth check. Were they 28? Oh, absolutely. You see this thing cackling and casting its spell. You can make an attack at advantage, Bugs.
Brilliant.
Oh, that'll hit. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, 25 hits. Roll damage, including your sneak attack. So that's 13.
13. Yeah.
Oh, yep, perfect. So 13 damage. So it thocks into this creature. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain its concentration, DC 10. And you hit it, and it breaks its concentration. And this cloud of fog, boomf, and disappears. And the creature,
The other one,
I'm gonna make sure I stay hidden in those bushes.
Malcolm, it was the
Yeah.
other. It was the other. It was the first one. Was the top one.
what was it?
I think it was the bottom one, wasn't it?
By the axe of God, I'm not sure which way it is,
No,
but
no, sweet. Okay, no worries.
it is what it is. Too hard to undo. So we'll just say it's that one.
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, I understand.
Okay, Bug. So you're still hiding there with a 28, so that's fine. Dice Method looks around, sees his bunny, dashes into this box, gets thoroughly confused because it's not there. So it's going to sweep on down here and take a deep breath and blast it with ice. It hits the Cold Walker as well. The Cold Walker is thoroughly unaffected by the cold, but I needed Scar, Malamak, and Shajai to all make me dexterity saving throws, please.
13.
No, like you did before.
Yeah, I've got another 2, so that's
Oh, nice.
13.
Actually, all of those make it. The DC's only... oh, is it? Is it? No, wait. I know 10. So you all make it, even without blessing stuff. So you can take half of this, except for Scar, who can take a quarter of this. So you all take 1 point of damage.
I've got. So, it's 1 anyway.
It's 1 regardless, even with the cold resistance.
Cool.
But
And that's from our tent.
yeah, now it's 15 feet above you, because that's the range of it. Now, Cold Light Walker. I need Scar, Cal, Malamak, and Shajaya to make me Constitution saving throws.
Moonbeam's at the beginning of your turn.
Yep,
just if
we'll do
it's
that.
Close to him dying.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. Scar, you're going to need your bless. Oh, you don't have bless. Oh, too bad. Shajaya doesn't have bless either. Oh, Shajaya, you didn't need to roll.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you do. Sorry, I'm getting confused with this token. Shajaya, you do. But you make it regardless. Malamak.
17
blessed?
with the.
Ah,
bless.
okay. So just Scar fails. Scar. Do you see that? No, you don't. So, So Scar, you are blinded. You look around and this bright light that emanates from it just doesn't work. You just can't see. Can you bring up Moonbeam for me, please?
Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw. So I'll just click it again. Wink.
Okay, so Constitution saving throw from the Cold
come
Light
through?
Walker. It's a 16.
I think my Constitution saving throw is 14. So,
Okay.
yep, you saved. So 2d10.
Yep.
Where's it?
Halved.
D10? Yeah, 1, 2, halved. That's a 2 and is a 0 a 10, is it?
Yep. So that's 12.
Oh, that's 12. Halved is 6.
6 points of damage. Okay, the first thing the creature does is it stands up. Second things it does is it sees... Oh, Cal isn't blinded anymore. Oh, Cal, you're not blinded anymore. So I'll take that off. It sees... yeah. It turns its eyes towards you, Cal. And you see this frost ray just... beat, beat, twice in your direction. One of them hits for 27 cold points of damage.
Ooh, okay, 27 points cold damage.
Yep. Unless you got resistance or something, then...
Nope.
Okay, Ice Mephit's turn. This Ice Mephit that shot you before...
Oh, would that have been... Does that count as like a melee attack, or is this a ranged attack? Sort of one that you were doing.
Ranged. It was ranged at disadvantage because you're so close. Probably why it missed once,
Okay,
but it is a ranged attack. Okay.
Yep.
Malcolm, just with this method here, I think I may have been misinterpreting the Dread Ambusher rules, because it doesn't actually say that if you move before attacking that you forfeit that.
Well, let's have a look. This is your Gloomstalker attack.
Yeah, Dread Ambusher.
Dread Ambusher. Let's have a look. So third level... Oh yeah, no. If you take... No, so take 2 attacks this turn, Tarvin. Or take an
Okay,
extra
cool.
attack right now, in fact. Do it right now.
And actually an extra 1d8 as well.
Yes.
So with a little luck, that's...
Okay, roll damage.
I assume he's still alive.
You get your Dread Ambusher though, don't you? Another D8 on top of that.
Yeah, I was just going to see if that was superfluous or not.
Well, it
Okay.
had 8. It had 8 hit points, but now
Okay,
it has 0 hit points, and it poof disappears in a puff of ice.
Okay.
Explodes even, and that disappears as well.
So now I can attack him with just a single attack, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, not so good.
10. Nah, that's not going to hit anything. So, poof, swings. Well, but your first shot takes out that.
So I'm just gonna just move to here.
Okay, cool. Now, because you're going to retcon something, I'm going to retcon something. This creature takes a step here, leaving the radius of the moonbeam. Scar, you cannot see it, so you do not get an attack of opportunity. But Cal, you do get an attack of opportunity
Righto.
as this thing moves to the side. So you can take a swing at the Cold Light Gorku if you like, and it misses. Okay, Shajaya.
Yes. Okay.
Help.
Well, let me think. Okay, I'm good. The guy that I attacked before, is he still on the ground, or has he got out?
He got up.
Well, I will. The only thing I can do is have another go at one of these two guys. Then.
Okay, you'd probably be back there though.
Pardon?
You'd probably just need to take a
Close
step
this
back
one.
from there. But you can attack this one if you
Okay.
like. Absolutely.
Oh no, I just assumed that he was still on the ground.
Hey, he
He's
stood
not.
up. He stood up. Yep, on his turn, he stood up.
Okay, so I will fight him.
Okay.
But I don't have advantage because Cal is.
Let's have a look. No, there's no ally within 5 foot of this creature, so you don't get it pack tactics.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay, so just a straight roll. Whoa, your best is pretty damn good. So, strength saving throw for the cold light walker. It rolls. So, if I clicked it right, rolls a 13, and a 13 actually passes. So, you jump up, start ripping at its throat, but it doesn't fall to the ground this time.
That's all I can do.
Okay, cool. Tarvin. So, you see Shijai go about her business. What do you do?
I may have taken my turn out of turn, so to speak, because I already attacked that guy, remember? Sorry.
Oh, okay, sure. So, we'll go to the...
Yep.
Yep, you're right. So this... Where's this ice method over here? Let me roll something. Oh, it does get it back. This thing... Swings down to... It's still... say 10 feet above you. And it lets out a huge breath and... Now, even though it doesn't see you, Bugsy, this frosty breath air still hits you. So I need both Bugs and Tarvin to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, Bugs, I just realised I may have brought that on you. By moving too close to you.
Oh, Bugs.
That's all good. I've got 11.
Oh, 11 works.
Oh,
Actually,
cool.
11's good
Yeah.
enough. So you both make it. So you both take half of this in cold damage. So both take 3 points of cold damage. Thankfully, the bless helps you. And just to note, a natural one isn't an automatic fail on a saving throw. It's only attacks that a 1 is an automatic miss.
Yeah.
So still bad, but you're pretty dexterous, so that saves you. Scar, blinded. What do you do?
He will. He'll use endure enemy. I don't think I have to see them. I've been double checking on that, and I don't believe it's the case. Isn't that you can choose? There we go. Within 60. Oh, you can choose, so I would have to see them. Is it?
Technically, it needs to actually say. So this is your abjure enemy. Let's just bring it up so everyone can see. Yeah, of you that you can see. It says that.
Oh, okay.
So, oh, you can't do that.
Oh, dope. In that case, I'll use 7. He'll heal himself up for 16 points and wait for that next blast.
Okay.
And he'll also use his bonus action to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay, nice. So
Eddie?
Come on, Eddie. What are you
Sorry,
doing?
guys.
That's all right.
So
So you cast Shield of Faith on yourself, no problem. And that's a bonus action, and you use lay on hands. Perfect, you can do that. Okay.
I've only got 2 points left on that.
Okay, and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fingers crossed. Here we go.
Not blessed,
That'll do it.
unfortunately.
No.
14 is good enough. Boom, your sight comes back. Oh, and let me give you your sight back as well. Oops. So you should be able to see now, Scar. Cold Light Walker's turn again. This one is still in the moonbeam. So it's going to make a Constitution saving throw. And it rolls an 18, so it's going to pass.
Hell, there was.
Yep, got 2d10.
Yep, 2d10 halved.
7 and 5 is 12, is 6.
6 points of damage. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. Who cast Moonbeam?
I did.
Malamak, yeah.
We should have a concentration thing on you.
Yeah.
It's going to turn firstly at Cal. It's going to shoot out a cold ray at you. And that's going to miss you, Cal. You duck underneath it. But then it turns its attention... Actually... Cal, Scar, Shajaya, and Malamak. All make me constitution saving throws, please.
Oh.
Scar,
Alright, this
no.
one I'm going to use my inspiration and re-roll a crappy
Okay.
roll,
I'm
because that
going
was
to
a crappy roll.
I'm going to
Okay,
use my inspiration too.
cool.
I'm gonna have to as well.
Because otherwise that's 4 failures. Cal, with the inspiration, you make it. Malamak, with an
Yeah.
inspiration, make it. Shajaya, do you want to use your DM inspiration if you have it?
Yes, can you tell me
Sure.
inspiration?
So, Alex, so on your character sheet, Shajaya,
Yeah.
I think you've already used it, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yep, so too bad.
Okay.
So, Scar, you are blinded again.
Oh, wait, I used my inspiration.
Oh, you did. Sorry, so it's Shajaya. Just Shajaya. Shajaya, you are blinded. And so your vision is nothing. Boom. And just to be sure. Yeah, so you should see absolutely nothing now, Leah, because Shajaya and your wolf can't see anything. Okay, so use this cold ray on Cal, and yes, if you go into the zone, it will affect you.
Okay.
I double checked that. And the cold light walker is going to shoot at Cal again with its cold ray. This time rolling a 19. Does that hit? I think it does.
I'm a class 19, yeah.
28 points of cold damage. You fall to the ground and you are
Yep.
dying. Okay. Malamak, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I had one question. Because it's radiant damage, does that double the damage on these if they're undead?
I'll answer that in just a second.
Thank you. I'll do my movement while I'm checking on it.
No.
Right.
Radiant doesn't do any extra stuff on it.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go there. My other question is, can I put it on the point in between here and still hit all 4 of those squares, or?
I'll say if you put it there, we'll say put it right
No,
there,
if
like that.
Okay, so if I can't, yeah, can I do that?
You can.
Yeah, cool. So I'm going to do that. Use my bonus action to heal up Cal, get him standing with my healing word.
Yes, you can do that. Yep.
Because it's a bonus action, so I'm going to cast healing word instead of that. So you get 7 hit points. That's pretty good. And I'm actually going to, what's the distance on Moonbeam? I think I need to be range. I can be up to 120 feet. So I'm going to take off out 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to go back to about here for, I think.
Okay. Cool.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's my movement. Thank you.
Okay, so you bring Cal back up. Bugs. And move your Moonbeam. Bugs,
Yeah.
you're up.
I'm gonna try to stay hidden and shoot that one down there again.
Okay, so at advantage. That hits. So you hit it and it explodes in a massive explosion. I am going to need a Scar to make me a dexterity saving throw. So as this thing explodes, it just poof, and all these ice shards start embedding into your body, and you take a total of 4 points of piercing damage as these shards zoom into.
Telepathically say, my bad. And yeah, I'm just gonna stay hidden there.
Okay. From the northwest, where you said, there's a massive polar bear. This come running straight next to this cold light walker. That's as far as it can get though. But you see this polar bear just running and comes right up next to the cold walker. Speaking of cold light walker, first of all, it's going to make me a Constitution saving throw. Rolls a 7, so full damage.
Full damage of these 2d10. 1, 2. It's a 7 and a 2, so that's 9.
9 points of damage. Okay, this cold light walker right next to that werebear is going to ignore it for now. But it sees this direwolf next to it kind of looking around frantically, not knowing what to do. So it's going to smile and cast Cold Beam twice on Shajar's direwolf at advantage. Boom, boom. 17 and a 20, that both hits. So that's a total of 57 points of damage, Shajar.
Oh.
So two things happen. Roll 57 minus 31. So your dire wolf form. Oh wow, that is extra bad. Is that right? 57 minus 31, so 26. So this boom disappears. You are in its place. And you personally take 26 points of damage, Shajar.
Okay.
So in other words, your 10 temporary hit points will go. And then you take an additional 6 points of damage. Does that make sense, Shajar?
How many do I have? Minus.
So you personally take 26 points of damage. Okay. Now, you can take 10 off your temporary hit points, reducing it to 16. So in other words, you personally take 16 points of damage now.
Okay. Okay, I've got you.
Yep. So you should be on 15 now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this just completely unloads on Shajar. And you're on 31 before, so you should be on 15 now. Ouchies! And... Yeah. Oh, no. Your form was over here, Shajar. Don't be moving away.
Oh, no, my direwolf was there.
Yeah, and your direwolf went... And, and you're still blinded through this. This is why you can't see. Oh, yeah. Actually, you can see. Make me a Constitution saving throw, Shajar. You are still blinded. And I know we didn't have blind on you, but we'll make it so you can't see. Shajar, look at that. Nothing there. So Shajar is still blinded. And it's your turn, though, on the plus side.
Oh, God. Um.
So you
Is the
beat
polar
up.
bear still there?
I don't know. You can't see.
Well, there isn't much I can do if I can't see or move.
If you remember where the cold light walkers are, you can try and hit them. Be at disadvantage. So you tell me the square you're attacking.
Okay. I could hit. How do I name what square?
Hold down your left mouse button and you'll get a little ping like that.
Ah.
Yep. So which square, Shajar, if you want to do that? Yeah, you move down there. You don't bump into anything.
Okay, I'm not very good with warrior attack actions or anything, but I can try my longbow
Sure.
and just like blindly hope that it hits something in front of me that's not one of my allies.
So in front of you, this square here.
Yeah.
Okay, so take a shot with your longbow at disadvantage. So roll again.
And okay.
Because it's at disadvantage. Roll. Well, your 10 misses anyway, so even if you roll another dice, it's going to miss. So you take out your short bow, take a shot, not really knowing where to hit, and it just misses. Nothing hits. Knocks into the tree beside you, in fact. You can make me a Constitution saving throw now to see if you regain your sight.
Okay.
That's gonna do it. You get your vision back. Unfortunately, you chose the right square to shoot, which was the one to the south of you, but just plain old missed.
Moonbeam. She went into the moonbeam.
Oh, that is true, and it's when
Sorry.
yes,
When you enter it.
it's going to happen at the start of her. Oh, is it at the start?
No, it's when you enter or when you start your turn.
Yeah, make me another Constitution saving throw, Shajar.
Sorry, my computer is.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
Did that come through?
Oh yeah. No, that was. Oh yes.
Yeah,
You
Beak,
save.
yeah.
Yep.
Phew.
So you take half of. To roll 2d10 and Shajar take half of this.
So that's a 9 and a 1, so 5.
So 5 points of damage, Shajar. As you accidentally trod into the moonbeam in your blinded state. So you should be on 10 hit points now. Tarvin.
Yeah, sorry. I was just attending to a 2-year-old on my lap at the moment. I will attack this guy, but I will dual wield my short swords in this instance.
It's 10 feet up in the air. You can't reach it.
Well, then I'll just use the old bow and arrow.
Sure.
Move
Okay.
back just in case it explodes.
Oh, they explode? Sorry, is that what happens?
That's Scar found out the hard way.
Yeah.
If I move, though, he gets attack of opportunity.
No, because he's 10 feet away from you. He's up in the air.
Yeah. I'm with you now. Okay.
Works both ways.
And what's the radius of this explosion? Did we find that out?
I don't know.
10 feet, I reckon, would be my guess.
Okay, well, Talman's just going to quickly dash over to here. Seems sensible. And then attack, good ball. Okay, attack that guy. There we go.
Okay.
Ooh, not so good.
You blessed.
Missed again.
That misses. Just flies away.
Okay,
No
that's my
hit.
turn.
Okay. It is going to roll a d6. Gets a 5. going to fly up here 10 feet above you, Malamak. And Malamak, please make me a dexterity saving throw. Don't forget your bless. It erupts this thing. Yep. 12 makes it.
So 15.
So take half of this. So take 1 point of damage. But make me a constitution saving throw. DC 10.
Sure thing. Yeah, cool.
you'll
Constitution
have-
saving throw, and I'll give my bless as well on that, eh?
You will? Ooh. If you roll a 1 on your D4, you won't make it.
I rolled a 2.
You just make it. So you maintain concentration on bless. Scar, you can see, I believe, now. Take that little token off you.
Yeah. And he'll take a swing at the that dude next to him.
Okay, you are concentrating on Shield of Faith, but yeah, absolutely, take a swing.
Okay. His longsword. Here we go. 18.
18 hits.
6. Oh, 10. 8? 10?
10.
Yeah, 4 plus
10?
6. Oh, yeah.
10 damage, got it.
I don't know slots for smiting.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. But, boosh! You still cut into this creature. It's looking damaged.
Can I cast, sorry, did you say that one can cast one of those little spells, cantrips, as a bonus action? Or did I imagine that?
There are no cantrips, though, that are bonus actions.
I see. Oh, okay. That's it. Yep.
So,
My bad.
okay, so you,
As a move action, can I? Oh no, because again, attack of opportunity. Shit.
yeah. This one would if you move far enough away. Just stay there.
No, I just wanted to drag Shajaya over to here.
You could
And
drag
this way we can
Shajaya
attack.
away. It would only get an
Just
attack
drag
of
her over.
opportunity against you, though.
Oh, okay then. I'll try that. I'm trying to drag Shajaya to the moonbeam is what I'm yelling at Shajaya.
But you used your action to use your longsword.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a move action. Sorry. Okay, cool.
No, you need an action to try and grab onto Shajaya. So,
Yeah. I thought a move action might be a drag on. Cool. I understand. Yeah.
okay, is that your turn?
Yes.
Cold Light Walker will make a Constitution saving throw. Rolls a 12, which I don't think makes it. So 2d10 damage.
14.
14. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's
No,
that was
no,
a damage.
14 is the saving throw.
Yeah.
That is a 6 and a 3 is 9, so 4.
Okay, so it takes that damage. Takes that damage.
Wedding up.
Looks to Shajaya. It's going to grab the back of your head, Shajaya, bring back this fist, and smashes you in the face. First one misses, unfortunately. Next one tries to smash you in the face again, and that misses as well. So despite it grabbing the back of head, trying to crush in your skull, Shajaya, you just karate kid it and dodge out the way. Listen, Shajaya, Cal and Scar, make me a Constitution saving throw. Along with the weird.
Shia and me as well.
Shajaya, Scar, Cal.
I've got bless. Do I get
My
add these
God.
numbers back?
Yep, you can.
And 3, so to 11.
Nope.
Damn it.
All three you are blinded. It gets worse though, Shajaya, because this actually happens at the start of its turn. And you are blinded for this. In which case, one of those things hits you, because you didn't see it coming. And you're going to take some damage. Let me just sort out these blinded people first, though. So, it does get hold of the back of your head and smashes into it for 28 points of damage.
Roll.
So that means you're on 0 hit points, Shajaya. And you are on death's door. And of course, the rest of you can't see as well. So we'll do that. Cal, what would you like to do in your blinded state?
Well, I'm going to use my second wind to recover a few hit points. So that's what's
Sure.
going on right now. So that's 12 more points back to what we had there. That's 19. I'm not engaged because I'm more than 5 feet away from these guys. That would be correct.
I don't know.
So
You don't see. I'll tell you what happens if you try to move, though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fantastic. All right.
Which way are you heading? North, south, east, west?
I'm going to head stumble north 3 squares.
1, 2, 3. You stumble north 3 squares. You don't bump into anything.
Okay. Well, I think that's. Oh, well, I had to get up, stand up because I was prone from being knocked down before. I believe. So get up and go.
Oh no, you can still do that. It's half your movement.
Yep.
So that's 30 feet you've done.
Yep. Well, then it's only two. There's only 2 north then, because I've only got.
Yeah. Got
25. So stumble 2 north. That's fine. Yep.
And
that's, I believe, all that I can do. I'm not throwing axes at.
Sorry, you used your second wind, but you're in a square. You don't know where you are. Make me a Constitution saving throw. You regain your sight. You're not prone. You regain your sight. Let me give you your sight back. Oh, wait. Cal already had his sight. Didn't flick the switch. Okay, you're fine. Okay, that's Cal. Malamak.
I'm going to come down this way diagonally too.
Uh-huh.
Aha! I see what you've done there.
Once again, the ice method's too far away for an attack of opportunity.
Yep. For an attack of opportunity, it's also, I think I'm yelling out, I'm clearing space. You should be able to shoot it, Tarvin. And I'm just going to move the 5-foot radius to in between here, so it should only be hitting this Cold Walker. So in between these two, if that makes sense.
Oops. That's not the right
Right
layer.
in the middle there.
So like that sort of thing? Or like
No.
that?
And it's in between this one and this one. Between these two. So
Well, you should be able to move this, so why don't you just move it?
I'm trying to pick it up.
Oh,
but I
sorry.
can't.
Sorry. You should be able to do that now.
So I want to move it there, if that makes sense.
Okay, it'll just be this one.
Yeah, it's just that one, but it's not the polar bear and it's not Shajaya.
Cool. got
So
it.
that's what I'm doing there. And is anyone dead and dying? Shajaya is, right?
Shajaya is dead and dying.
I'm thinking if she gets raised up, is she still blind?
Oh. That's the DM answer, but you can certainly try, and I'll tell you the result. But I'm not gonna...
Yeah. No, I'm going to cast Healing Word on her, bring her back up, I think.
Okay.
Cast Healing Word. That's 7 hit points to Shajaya.
Okay, Shajaya, feel free to have 7 hit points now.
Okay, thank you.
And you don't know, but Shajaya, you can't see. You still can't see.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but the moonbeam, that's cool. Shajaya's out of it. One cold light walking on the back. Okay, nice round, Malamak. Very good, I like it. Bugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna come attack. Oh, trying to get through there. 5, 10, 20, 25.
Uh-huh.
Get a sneak attack on this one
Okay,
with my rapiers. So 2.
so first attack. That hits, so roll sneak attack damage on
Oh,
that
and
one.
a crit.
Oh.
If only I hadn't said the first one you get sneak attack damage on, so you don't get critical sneak attack.
No, but I still get for my second one, right?
Yeah, roll me some dice.
That's
So
20
the first...
for
Ooh, ouch. Okay.
Oh,
And the
good.
second
That's
one?
amazing.
That's a great roll.
It's So no snake.
And
but
this,
yes.
And the
Yeah,
thing is
n-
12?
you get to
Oh,
roll
wait,
another.
would it be max? Or no?
Well, actually, the sneak attack damage doesn't count, but you do get an extra D8 for your second attack, so that works out as 20 anyway. Because you get an extra D8 because it was a critical. Or you could take the 4. Would you like to take the 4 or the 8, Bugs?
Let's go 8.
Let's
Why
go
not?
8. Okay,
That's
so
2 lots of 20, 40.
you come up and bam, bam, stab this guy twice. Didn't like that. Is that your turn, Bugs?
Is he still around?
He is still around.
Then I'm gonna take my bonus action of Misty Step
Uh-huh.
and go back to whence I came, hidden over there.
You can't hide, though.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm out of this.
You're out of there, but you're not hidden.
Yeah.
Okay, this polar bear looks at this cold light.
To them, the polar bear and the cold, I would have disappeared out of their sight, right? Because it wasn't movement, it's just disappear.
Yeah, but you're not hidden, though, so that they can still see you. They do a quick scan of the horizon, and they see you. I don't think it's going to matter anyway. But this bear creature that's gotten up on here... Okay, it's gonna just try and rip at the throat of this thing. Hits twice. And you see this bear galloping down, scanning around. It picks up this cold walker by the throat, thrashes it around, throws it to the ground, and the light fades from this creature's eyes. And this bear just lets out a bloody roar. His blood is coursing down its front. Well done, bear. That cold light walker is dead. Shajai, what are you on? 9 hit points, was it?
Yeah.
You come back to life. That's a good thing. But you look around you and you don't. Or 7 hit points. What do? You're invisible.
We should look around.
Nope.
I'm blind though, aren't I?
You are.
If I turn into an animal, will I still be blind?
Yep.
Oh.
But you'll be an animal.
Yeah. Well, I might have to do that. I will turn into... and the bear that killed the cold light walker was a polar bear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have a look here.
Who summoned the polar bear?
It arrived. No one summoned it.
Oh, is it?
Come bounding over from the northeast.
One of the things I can do but is communicate, is speak with animals, but is that better to save after I've saved myself?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose. Okay, I will turn into a... I really like the direwolf. Because,
Oh, it's great.
yeah. Okay, I'll go back into a direwolf. And if that's alright.
Of course that's all right.
If it's doable.
That
In
is
hearing
doable.
and smell. So may not have to be such good vision if I've got keen hearing and smell.
Yeah. So, boom, you return back into a dire wolf. We'll just move Shajaya over here, just out the way. But you're still blind. The good thing, though, you got 37 new hit points to work with.
That I can. Do I have an action or is
You
that
do?
it?
You do, because you're a
I might
moon,
just-
moon druid. Yep.
And I'm just trying to see where the other guy is. I can't see, can I?
Yeah.
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
smell them out? Can you smell them out?
Yeah. I don't want to get too close because I can't see where he is exactly. I
Tell you
can't
what,
use the
because
spell.
you're a wolf,
Yeah.
and keen smell, I'll give you a perception check to see if you can spot him. So make me a perception check. You feel as if you attack just to the south of you, you get an attack on this creature. So make an attack as a direwolf. It will be at disadvantage because you can't see it. So make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay. To find my direwolf. I have to click through everything, sorry, so I can read the instructions.
No worries.
That's the hearing. Okay.
So it says bite.
Yeah.
Okay, click on bite again because it's a disadvantage. So that turns into an 8. So you sense where it is. You go to rip its throat out, but it misses.
Much.
But make me a Constitution saving throw, Shajaya.
Come through?
You can't see. And I should turn that off as well on you. So you're still blind, unfortunately.
Hey, Malcolm.
Yep.
Because it's a larger creature, is she a moonbeam now?
Yep.
Oh no.
So I can't. Once again, wandering around into the moonbeam. Another Constitution saving throw, Shajaya. So roll your 2d10.
Yeah, 3 and a 6
Malamic.
is 9, so that's 4.
So take 4 points of damage to your direwolf form. So 4 damage hit. Okay, so Shajaya. Good thing is you've got lots of hit points left. Tarvin.
My old nemesis, this Mephit. I'm going to try and knock him out of the sky.
Okay.
Here we go.
20 hits. 10 points of damage. Now, it's not concentrating on a spell, but let's have a look. It's not out of it yet, though.
I'll stay put.
Okay, the ice Mephit is not feeling too... actually, no. These have been summoned by somebody. You might guess who. And it's going to fight to the death. Does it get that back? Yes, it does. So it's 10 feet in the air, so it's going to go there. Dexterity saving throw. Or actually... Tarvin and Cal, dexterity saving throws, please. So Cal, take 5 points of damage. Tarvin, take 2 points of damage. Okay, as it breathes, this blast of cold air just thumps into you.
Oh. Did you do your bless, Cal?
Would that have made a difference?
Maybe.
Alright, well, let's roll it. 2, so 9.
Not good enough, so no. So still 5 points of damage. Okay, good question though. Okay, Scar, you are blinded. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I don't know where this thing is. So I will do nothing. Just keep the shield up and sort it.
You could take the dodge action if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. And make a Constitution saving throw.
13?
13 is not good enough. You are still blinded.
Dodge. The cold-like walker will see Scar moving around and reaches out this massive fist and punches at the blind Scar. Rolls a natural 20. So you're resistant to cold. So I'll half this cold damage, so that's 8. So it's only 24 points of damage.
Only 24.
Then it punches you again at advantage. Rolls a 17. Ooh, that misses. So despite your blinded state, it misses a second time. Cal.
Oh, hurrah! Okay, right. Well, can I get down past them to here?
Oh, I take it back, Scar. That attack misses because you took the dodge action. So you one sec, it was rolling at advantage, so straight roll, so it was a 15. So take that damage back. I believe it was 7. What did I say? It was 17 plus 7, 24. So take 24 hit points back.
24.
Yep, I lied. Because you took the dodge action, you negated that natural 20. So, sorry.
27 plus my
Okay, Cal, as you were.
hit points back.
Alright, so I was going to move down. This tree, can I move through this to get to this place here? Down here?
Yeah.
Through that tree.
Yep, that's fine.
Right, so I'm going to get there and axe attack against the Cold Light Walker.
Okay. That hits.
13. Do I get a D4? Oh, it doesn't matter now. I've hit already.
It hits, yep.
Okay, cool. What did I hit there? No, oh, sorry, I was meant to be hit the
right.
damage and I didn't. 10.
So 10 points of damage. So you carve into the creature. You notice it's barely holding its form, but it is holding its form.
Okay.
Okay, Malamak.
Yeah, I'm just going to move the moonbeam. Oh, can I grab it now?
Okay, let me
No.
just make it so you
Right,
can move it.
Yeah,
There you go.
thanks. I'm just going to put it on his spot, so it's just him when I put it in the middle of the square, right?
Okay, yep, so that's your action. Yep, got
That's
it.
my action, and then I'm just going to try and move away to about here, so that Mephit doesn't have anything. Yeah, cool. That's me. Thank you.
Nice. Bugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Wait, I just saw that they're there. I might just have to shoot at that one up over there. It's still flying high, right?
Yeah, this one is. Yeah, it's 10 feet in the air, this one.
Yeah. I'll just have to shoot at that.
Okay, take a shot. And you're not hidden, so this is just a straight
Can I
roll.
hide? Stealth?
Before you shoot, you can. Yep.
There and hide.
Okay, make your stealth check. And yep, now make it at advantage your
I'm
your
just
shot.
adding an extra one to that. Sure.
$22 hits, so roll sneak attack damage. Disappears into 1,000 shards. You get showered by icicles, Tarvin, but it doesn't affect you. You're not close enough.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and I'll just stay hidden here.
Okay, cool. The Goliath, the polar bear comes over here, brings out its claws, bites this thing once, bites it twice, hits both times. And once again, you see this creature's jaws wrap around this thing, pick it up, thrash it around, throws it down. The creature dies. All enemies are dead. So well done for surviving that.
Hey.
Thank you to the polar bear.
And you see the polar bear with blood dripping from it. It stops, turns around you. You see it change form and transform into another creature. And you hear Oyem Tardok saying,
Yes.
I hear you are looking for me. And that is where we'll end it tonight. You have found Oyem Tardok, and he's come and he's helped you out. And we'll see what he has to say for himself next time. I imagine Tarvin has some questions for him.
Awesome.
Okay. So you
do
found
indeed, yeah.
Oyem Tardok, and we'll see what he has to say. Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun. Okay,
Bye.
take care, everyone.